And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another broadcast here on NorCal Sports TV of Chabot Gladiator Football. I'm Dominic Ariel, along with my partner, Carlos Franco. Carlos, we've been gone for almost 3 weeks now after 2 road games and a bye. And Chabot coming into the game 1-4. Some things that we talked about in our pregame show was, there was not a sense of urgency to run the ball with this team, and that kind of leaves your defense out to dry. So what do you think that'll play in the game tonight?
Yeah, definitely. What's going on here with we got the national anthem coming up right now, then we'll get back to
And we welcome you back inside our broadcast booth at Chabot College. And before the national anthem, we were talking a little bit about Chabot's 4-game losing streak, Carlos. And so what we talked about earlier was their not inexperience, but just not will to keep consistently running the football. And we think that's kind of the stem from this 4-game losing streak, because you can't be throwing the ball over 40 times a game.
Well, yeah, what's going on here with Chabot, they play extremely solid defense. Coach Fernandez had their defense, but they've been on the field a long time. Coach Sullivan's special teams have been outstanding. They've blocked a punt. They've blocked a field goal. They went down the list. They have checked all the boxes on, except for a kickoff return, which would be nice to see tonight. The offense has been averaging 30 yards rushing a game, so it's not necessarily the inability to run the ball, because Coach Q has a good offensive line up there. They're big guys. They can move the defensive line, displace them. However, I think it's just a lack to commit to running the football. Now, if you can establish the run, it opens up the passing game. It doesn't allow for the defense just to rush 3 and the drop 8. So, in addition to that, what we have going on with DVC, they're giving up 134 yards rushing a game. So, that's kind of been their Achilles. They're giving up a lot of yards on the ground. So, we'll look for that tonight to be a key matchup. But the run game, hopefully Chabot commits to the run and to test out the defense there of DVC.
So Base 6 conference game number 1 for both teams is going to be underway, as Ray Valley will take a squib, almost onside kick like for DVC. Chabot scoops it up, and they'll get the ball at the 50. Great starting field position on a beautiful night in Hayward as the sun sets behind us. It's a nice 63-degree night, and if there is any wind, it is blowing from the bottom to top of your screen. So we will see the Chabot offense first after DVC won the toss and decided to defer. So we'll see right off the jump if they're going to be able to run the football or just commit to running the football.
Right. DVC has been really well. Their last game against the Koyas, they were real aggressive, blitzing a lot. They had a lot of confidence in their corners, playing press, cover man coverage, cover 0, cover 1 once in a while. So we'll see if they stick with that today versus Chabot.
So DVC ranked number 14 in the state coming into this one after their win last week, as the first play is a run up the middle to Sanchez, and that'll be a gain of about 3. So right off the bat, they run the ball, pick up a couple, and here comes that high-tempo offense.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that. Came out and ran the ball to Sanchez, who's been their top ground gainer.
So here's a snap, and he's going to drop back. He's going to throw. He's got a corner route, and it's caught. That's a great pass in a clean pocket over to Mound. And there you go. Tarangan is 1 for 1, and it's a Chabot first down.
Yeah, look for Mal. He's going to get the ball quite a bit tonight. He's got 39 receptions on the year, 400 yards, and he's scored 2 touchdowns. He also returns kicks, so they're going to want to get the ball in his hands.
So after the 17-yard pickup, Chabot will have the ball at the 28 of the Vikings.
Now, they're being aggressive defensively, as we talked about. There's no safety in the middle of the field here.
There's a snap. He's going to drop back, all-out blitz. He's going to throw it up to the corner of the end zone, and it is incomplete.
Yeah, Tarangan saw what I was seeing, what we were seeing up here. There was no safety, so he had a good opportunity to take a shot over there. I think that was Crum. I'm not sure.
I think it was Burrell.
Burrell, okay. So he's had quite a preseason, we'll say. Number 19, he's got 11 catches, 197 yards, 2 touchdowns, so.
And right off the bat, there's still no safety back there, and they've just been blitzing. So here's a run to the outside, and he may have a little bit of a room, and that's a great job forcing him out of bounds by the defensive end. Sanchez on another rush, and that'll bring up a 3rd and long.
Now, Sanchez, he could catch the ball as well. If you recall, they like to get him out in the flats or run a little circle route in behind the middle linebacker there. So that's something to look for later on. So we've got trips to the right here, single receiver down at the bottom of your screen.
So the 3rd and long. Tarangan's drop back, free blitzer. He spins out of it, and he's looking downfield, throws over the middle, nice, and it's caught. Play. And that's a beautiful catch there by Damian Mound, and that'll be another Gladiator first down.
Tarangan made that play happen with his legs there. Rolled out to his right, stopped, came back to Mound, didn't give up on him. Mound kept running his route, found the open area.
So Chabot quick on the ball again. Tarangan looking to throw again. He's going to throw. It's tipped, and it's going to be fluttering out of bounds, so that's an incomplete pass. And Chabot will have a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Yeah, I like the tempo right now, what's going on here with the guys. They look confident. Well, you got to think about it, too. Both teams had a bye last week, so they got a chance to rest and lick their wounds, so everybody's coming out fresh.
So it's 2nd down and 10 from the 15. Again, trips at the bottom of your screen. Wide receiver up top, that's Mound. Tarangan, you may see a fade to Crum here on the bottom of the screen with the one-on-one coverage, but Tarangan's going to throw, and he's just going to throw this out of bounds.
That's a smart play by him. Live to fight another day. You're down here. You don't want to turn the ball over. Don't force anything. You know, it could be, I'm not sure what attitude they're going to take right now being 3rd down, if they're going to go 2-down territory, because they still could get a 1st down. I don't see the field goal kicker warming up here on the sideline.
And that was a great play also, because we've seen of these past couple games, a theme of this Chabot offense has been the bad turnovers.
Yes.
And, you know, the last home game that we had, there was 5 interceptions, 3 of them in the red zone, and 1 went for a pick 6.
Oh,
So
there we go. Got
3rd
some
and 10, and the hard count will get an additional 5, so now it'll be 3rd and short.
Yeah, number 44, Ben Rowe, come across there for DVC. That's a huge penalty right there for Chabot to take advantage of right there. DVC, that's a huge penalty for them because you just gave him the 5 yards there.
So now after the encroachment penalty, Chabot will have a 3rd and 5 at the 10.
Still a lot of guys still in the box. They're showing that blitz. And there's no help in the center of the field.
12 on the shot, 12 on the game clock, excuse me. And Tarangan gets a snap. He looks. He's going to throw to the corner of the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. So they take a shot at the back of the end zone, and they will be forced to kick the field goal, and looks like the field goal unit will come on.
Yeah, Tarangan threw towards 2 defenders there. They got a little pull on the shirt there by number 23 of DVC, but maybe it wasn't enough to call.
So it'll be the kicker, Mark Vargas, coming on for Chabot to try and get points on this first drive. So it'll be a 26-yarder. There's a good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is down the middle and good. So Chabot gets the ball start, and they start off with 3 points. They get points out of their first drive, and that is good for the defense as they haven't been out there yet, but you don't want to give them a big field or on a quick momentum turnover. They use the clock pretty well there, too. 5-minute drive ends with 3 points.
That I'll take it a step farther. That's huge for Chabot right there to come out on that opening drive and to come away with some points. So you talked about, partner, the difficulties in the red zone that they've been having, and to come out here, I know it's not a touchdown, but to come out there and have that long drive, kick a field goal, be up 3-0 right now on that first drive. Now tonight is the first conference. It's a conference opener for the Bay 6 conference, and obviously 6 teams. Of the 6 teams, 4 of them are ranked in the top 20. DVC, they're coached by Mark Darr. He has the number 14th ranked team in the state, and they're on a 2-game win streak.
Yeah, so they started 1-2, and then with just stellar, honestly, offensive statistics. I mean, they've come off back-to-back wins, and then that Friday night back in September, they came out with a 50-43 victory in overtime. So, you know, they can put the points on the board, so it'll be a good challenge for Chabot's defense tonight. So Vargas, who just kicked the 26-yard field goal through the uprights, will kick it off here for Chabot. It's a low liner, and it's going to be taken at about the 5. So DVC taking it up the field, trying to switch the field, and great coverage, but a broken tackle. And another broken tackle, and they'll be out of bounds at about the 18. So a pretty good return there by Nasim Chin, who's a sophomore wide receiver. And this will set up that powerful Viking offense. And they are quarterbacked by number 12, Jordan Cook. He's a freshman from Cardinal Newman High School.
Yeah, Cook he's been cooking, right? he's been everything for them. He missed a game. I don't know what happened. Some of the players from DVC did not play a game. I don't know if it was something to do with maybe personal reasons or what. I don't know. I can't elaborate. However, he's played 4 of the 5 games, and he has put up some stellar numbers.
So more shotgun. It's going to be a run up the middle. Nothing there by the Chabot defense. It'll be a gain of maybe 2 on the play.
Now, we're talking about Cook, but they started number 16, Aguilar. Aguilar played solid in the game that Cook was out. So we'll see if we see maybe both quarterbacks today. I'm not sure.
Because we recall our last home game that we had here, we saw 3 different quarterbacks.
Yeah, it was wild.
So after the short run of 2 yards, here Vikings will have a 2nd and long. There's a snap, dropping back, looking, throwing over the middle. It's caught, and it's going to pick up a Vikings first down. And that's a very nice catch and play by Gardea. He's the freshman out of Napa, or Dublin, excuse me.
Yeah, he's taking out by 23, Turner. Turner had a big game last home game here, if you recall. He had a block punt. He also played just solid at corner over there, making several plays, past defenders, and also just good against the run. Sure tackling.
So they pick up a gain of about 13 on the play, so that'll bring up a 1st and 10 from their own 30.
Now, speaking of 23 for Chabot, he's down here at the bottom of the screen. I'm not sure if they're going to match him up with that receiver.
So man in motion, Aguilar gets a snap, and it's a run right up the middle, and it'll be good for another Viking first down. That's a good, hard run there by Gavin Cribb, the starting running back for the Vikings, and he's had a pretty nice season out of Monte Vista High School.
Yeah, he took a shot by Benchora, Yusuf Benchora over there out of Burlingame. He's been solid on special teams as well as safety. So these guys, DVC coming out right away, trying to establish that run with some physical, and he had some good shoulder lean right there, good pad level lean when he finished that run.
And so trips at the top of the screen, more shotgun formation here. Aguilar gets a snap. He's going to drop back. He's got plenty of time. He's going to step up in the pocket. Now he's going to decide to run, and he's got room on the near side, and he's going to slide down for a gain of 15, and it's another Viking first down.
Aguilar decides to do the business decision, as we call it. He's like, I'm not going to get hit. I'm going to take a slide. But you know what? It was solid coverage over here by Chabot. Everybody was covered. That's why he took his time and he decided to run there. But real solid coverage there by Chabot.
And a very nice job to step up in the pocket and not just put your head down and run. His eyes were still downfield, so the corners couldn't come off the receivers.
Right.
So more shotgun, of course, for Diablo Valley. Man in motion. There's a snap. It's going to be play action. They're going to dump it right to him. It's caught by McPherson, and he's going to break a tackle. He's going to break another. He's going to try and push the pile forward, which he does. He stood up, but it will be enough for another Vikings first down. So they just keep moving the chains after the gain of 12.
Yeah, McPherson, 13, he came in motion. He got kind of lost in the mix there. Came in motion over here from receiver, ended up in the backfield, kind of like a back going out into the flats, like a swing route, I should say.
So we have a little bit of questions about the clock, but I think we're all good here after the huddle. 12 on the play clock. There's a snap, and it's going to be a give right up the middle again. Pushing forward and being wrapped up for a gain of 5. That was Cribb on the carry again.
That was Cribb on the carry. We talked about him earlier when we were talking in the pregame, but number 30 of Chabot there, he's going to have quite a matchup with 88 Washington. So that was a nice physical by Moala, getting after it there with Washington. They'll be seeing a lot of one another during this game.
So now DVC using the huddle here as they break that with 10 on the play clock. There's a snap, and it's another play action, quick throw, and that's going to be caught by Alonzo. Alonzo breaking tackles, trying to spin forward, which he does. It's going to be a first down to the 15-yard line, and they're in the red zone.
See, Alonzo catching that ball, and also McPherson about 3 plays prior. Those I call them like long handoffs, because they're still getting the ball into your playmaker's hands. You're getting them in an open area where there's a lot of green that they can attack. So they're positive, high percentage plays that they're using, that DVC's using. So now we have Washington coming back in, and the ball being here on the hash towards the bottom of your screen. You might look for something, a shot at the end zone at the top of your screen there, depending on who's there. So 13 is up there. And 88 is also Washington is in an H-back. So look for something past that side.
Cribb in the backfield with Aguilar. Another man in motion. Now it'll set up, and we're going to have a delay of game. And so we hear from referee Ken Leffel, and he'll say that it is a delay of game. So a mistake from the Vikings offense.
Yeah, Washington's coming out. Now, I think they were setting something up where they're watching film. And they like to throw the ball to that side, to the wide side, when they have in the red zone here with that personnel. And penalty, so Washington comes out, and now it's different personnel here.
So Aguilar in the backfield again with Cribb. There's a snap. It's going to be another play action. It's going to be a quick slant. It's tipped and incomplete. Looked like it went through the hands of Gardera.
It did. Mahi came on a blitz there, and he got up. He got off the ground there, jumped pretty high, had his hands up, and threw off the sideline there of the quarterback. But it was still a very catchable ball. I mean, that guy was an incomplete pass. I think he could have caught that.
So that's Aguilar's first incompletion of this drive and of the game. So DVC breaks the huddle, 20 seconds on the play clock. They'll go and gun again. Cribb in the backfield. Press coverage across the board. Aguilar's going to snap. He's going to throw it. It's a fade to the back of the end zone, and it is incomplete. A little bit of contact, but not enough to warrant a flag, and it'll be 3rd and long.
That was a good read by Aguilar. The reason I'm saying that is because he had Mahi, number 10, covering. I know on covering a slot, a back, we'll say, because Mahi is more of a box player. You know, he's not going to cover someone in the back corner of the end zone. So that was a good read by the quarterback.
So it was Blake Habon, the freshman wide receiver, who was the intended receiver on the play. And so now a big 3rd and long here. It's 3rd and 15 for the Vikings. So full backfield, 14 on the play clock. There's another wide receiver in motion. It's Habon. There's a snap, and it's a reverse. And Cribb trying to get to the outside. He won't get there, and he'll be stuffed short. Play. And it'll be 4th and 15 after a gain of nothing on 3rd down.
29 Breston, we talked about him earlier. That was just a nice play by Breston to come up and make that open field tackle. Talked about a big game he had last time we were here as well with the block punt.
So now it is the sophomore kicker, Ray Valley, to come on to try and kick the field goal for Diablo Valley. And in his warm-ups, pretty impressive pregame warm-ups, he was good from about 51 out here. So this is a 36-yard field goal. There's a good snap. The hold, the kick is up, and it is good. So after holding, the Chabot defense holds. DVC answers with 3 points, and we're all tied up at 3 with 7:32 to go in the first quarter.
So DVC drives downfield, and they kick a field goal. We're all tied up, like you were saying. So I think that's just a solid effort as well by the defense of Chabot to hold them there to a field goal.
So both offense put together a pretty good drive and kind of stall out on 2 3rd and longs. Interesting play call there by DVC on that 3rd down, because they've been throwing the football with some success on that first drive, and they just had one drop and an incompletion, and then they go to a trick play reverse on 3rd and 15.
Yeah, maybe they were in their minds. The coach sometimes he thinks, you know what, I don't feel confident with what I have going on right now. I'm going to try to get as much positive yards on 3rd down and just make it that much of a shorter field goal attempt. Could have been what they were thinking.
So Turangan and the Chabot offense will come back on. Valley to kick for DVC.
Now he did a squib kick earlier. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, and that was almost like an onside kick. It looked like it wasn't really even a squib. And this one will be another kind of pooch kick, and it's going to be fair caught at the 25-yard line. And that was by the upback Christian Gonzalez, and that'll bring out Turangan and the Gladiator offense.
Yeah, it's a smart move by Gonzalez there on a fair catch. You know, later on in life, he'll be like, man, I could have returned that one. I could have took that one to the house, but it's a team sport, and he's a team player. That's a smart move to do a fair catch there and give your offense a good, decent field position here coming out at the 25.
So, again, they just come out, and it looks like they do play with safeties, but they're all starting in the box. As there's a snap to Turangan. It's going to be a give up the middle, Sanchez, and it'll be a gain of 3, again, to start the drive.
See, what they're doing there, obviously, by having no safety in the center of the field and their corners are pressing, they're daring Chabot to throw the ball to their receivers. They feel real confident. DVC's real confident with their corners.
I'm waiting for the deep ball to Jeremiah Crum, which we saw a lot a couple of weeks ago. As Turangan gets a snap, he's going to drop back, and he's going to throw it. He's going to throw it deep, and it is almost picked off. And that was a great defensive play there by Jabril White, the defensive back, as that was intended for Jeremiah Crum on the outside.
You called in a good read by Seven Turangan as Malachi Ward, the safety of DVC, took off right prior to the snap, bailed out to his left, which is Turangan's right, so he came back down here to the bottom of your screen. Good read by Turangan, just didn't connect. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 here.
So 3rd and long again for Chabot. They were 2 for 3 on that last drive on 3rd down, so let's see if the offensive line, they only sent 3. Turangan's got time. He's going to throw, and it is through the hands and almost intercepted. It went through the hands of the receiver, Malay, and a 3 and out, and Chabot's forced to punt.
That's a catchable ball there. That's been something else that's really been bothering the offense here and the football team of Chabot. They're only 34% on 3rd down conversion, so that's obviously that's not good and something that needs to be improved on. So Flippin's going to come in here and flip the field here, so hopefully get a good punt off.
So flipping the punt for Chabot. It's the first time he's on the field tonight. And it'll be Nassim Chin again back to receive it. And it's a good punt by Flippin. Chin's got some room. He's going to get it at the 30. He's going to break a tackle, but he's going to be swallowed up. And a great job flipping the field by Chabot. Great coverage. And the DVC offense will come out, and they will start at about the 30-yard line.
That was a great effort by Malachi Salazar Alexander out of Moreau Catholic here in Hayward. He ran down and initially missed the tackle, and he didn't give up on the play and came back in and helped out there along with 51 of Chabot. That's going to be Ian Earhart.
So Joey Aguilar will come out again for the second drive of DVC. So a 10-play drive that ended in a 36-yard field goal their last time, starting at their own 17. This one will start at their own 30. Aguilar will get the snap. It looks like an RPO, but it'll be a run play. It'll be swallowed up. Cribb on the carry. And it'll be a gain of 1, maybe 2.
Yeah, you got Porter over there. The usual suspects, as we call them here. So you got Porter playing solid up front along with 90, Gordon Graham. We got familiar faces. Number 53 for Fangupo as well.
So in the gun again, it'll be trips to the bottom of the screen. Aguilar with Cribb in the backfield. Aguilar gets a snap. He drops back to look. It's going to be a throw quick out of the backfield to Cribb. He's going to try and run through the corner, which he does. It's a gain of about 5, so it'll be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, well, going back to that we talked about earlier in the last drive, they like to get the ball to the running backs out there in space. Cribb is he's going to handle the ball quite a bit tonight. He even holds on the extra points and field goals too, so he's someone that they have a lot of confidence in to have that football in his hand.
So it'll be another 3rd down here, 3rd and short. They're in the pistol, and what we saw a lot of in their game a couple weeks ago is out of the pistol. They're definitely going to run it up the middle,
nice.
And it is stuffed. It'll Cribb with the carry, and it was the defensive line, and it was an absolute great play there by Mahe, the linebacker again. We highlighted him early, and he makes a big stop there on 3rd and short.
That's how he makes his living, playing in that box, making those tackles. It was a good call by Coach Fernandez as well. It was a blitz there on that 3rd down, and a good positive results there for the Gladiators of Chabot. So now we got number 21, Grace, back deep to receive this punt.
So it'll be Valley on the punt.
I think they got 12 guys on the field there. Guy coming out there for DVC.
3 on the play clock. Valley's going to get the snap. He's going to be a punt. It's end over end. It's going to be fair caught at the 22-yard line. So teams exchanged field goals, then they exchanged 3 and outs, and here comes the Gladiator offense once again.
That's a huge stop. I mean, just for the momentum. You look over here on the body language of the guys over here on the sideline of Chabot. Everybody's jumping up and down, high-fiving one another. They're playing with some intensity, with some liveliness, I like to call it. They had that, like we mentioned, they had that week off. So it's going to be tough sledding for them from here on out, with this tough Bay 6 conference. So anything positive that they got going right now. They're just pumped. They're ready to go.
And the games really do start to just get tougher as this conference schedule goes on, too. So Turangen will bring out the Gladiator offense. Exactly 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 18 on the play clock, so they're in no rush. Again, 5 down linemen, but they ball back out. Turangen steps up in the pocket. He's looking. He's going to throw it into the ground as nobody was open. And what's great for DVC's defense is, yes, they're going to show a bunch and blitz a lot, but their corners are being put on islands, and they're doing pretty great jobs because Turangen went through 3 different reads there, and nobody was open.
Yeah.
And there's a quick snap, and it's a run up the middle, and it's going to be stuffed in, but it is a gain of about 4, so it'll bring up a third and manageable 3rd and 6.
Yeah, no, you going back to that prior play like you talked about, their corners, number 6. Number 6 here being Jabri White and 22 as well. Mashia.
So it was a
very athletic. Number 3 as well.
It was a Roscoe on the carry. So it'll bring up 3rd and 6 now for the Gladiators. Turangen, he's going to get the snap. They're rushing 4. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to look over the middle, and it's incomplete. It's just high for the intended receiver, Stewart, and it's another 3 and out, and the punting unit will come on.
Yeah, we talked about how they're playing a lot of man. If it's not there, what the heck, man? Just have if I'm the quarterback, sometimes you got to look to run. I know that this is not something that he's not like an RPO Lamar Jackson guy. He's more of a pocket passer. I know that. But sometimes, coach will tell you, man coverage, if you're sitting there and you look and you can see the back of the defenders, see their jerseys, that means man coverage. There's no one spying you. Take off and run.
So there's a flag on the field. We'll see what that means as Flippin's punt gets a good Gladiator bounce, and it'll roll down to the 30-yard line again. Chin wanted no part of that. So let's see what referee Ken Leffel has for us here. And it looks like they're talking to the DVC sideline, and it is illegal formation on the Gladiators, so they'll tack on that 5 yards to the end of the kick. So they'll get this at about the 35-yard line. So both offenses coming to kind of a stall after some pretty good long first drives for each team. Looks like the defenses have settled in, and we've had 3 straight 3 and outs.
Yeah, defense for both teams have been solid. And I'm talking preseason or, pre-conference play, whatever you want to call it. And they're showing it right now in this first quarter. So a single receiver up top.
Starting on the right hash is the Vikings offense. As man in motion, Aguilar, and there's going to be a false start on the right tackle. Looks like he may have jumped just a little early, and that's Vincent Hughes who came up, so they'll start with a false start penalty.
Yeah, they got number 8 up top here. Whenever he comes in, he attracts attention. He's got a height advantage over the corners of Chabot. I think that's number 8 is Jack Lacey.
So again, same formation. Aguilar gets a man in coverage, and there's the snap. He's going to throw, and he's going to wind up and let it rip. It's deep down the field, and it's incomplete. A pretty good ball as it was intended for Ely, and it was incomplete.
Yeah, we were just talking about number 8 at the top of your screen, and there it went. So he has a size advantage. Grace, number 21 out of Hawaii. He's just a tough ball player over there. Plays corner, returns kicks as well, so had good coverage on number 8. But we were talking about that. It was a good matchup, good shot that DVC took there.
So, and then again, they had another man in motion. That time it was Chin out of the slot. So now Aguilar sets up another shotgun snap as it is Hertz in the backfield with him. There's the snap. He's going to drop back and look again. Good coverage downfield. He's looking. He's going to fire it down the field. There's 2 men there, and it's intercepted. It's dropped.
He dropped it.
He couldn't complete the catch into the ground, and that was
That
a
was
great
Grace.
play, and Grace almost came down with the interception.
You know, we call that the commentator's curse. You know, just the play before, I was pumping him up, telling him how solid he is out there, and he dropped an interception. He's going to just hate watching that on film, but Grace is one tough ball player out there, and just 2 plays right back to back, he made it, and he also was back to return that punt, and he fair caught it too. So those 3 straight plays that Grace has been involved in.
Yeah, Okai Grace out of Honolulu, Hawaii. He's a sophomore, and it was great to cover the short pass and then back up, and now they're going to show a blitz. It's off the corner. It's a free blitzer. He's going to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. So coming off the edge with fire, a great job by Coach Venene to fire up a blitz there, and they got a free blitzer. The pass was incomplete. It was intended for Huban, and again, it's a 3-and-out and a punt.
Nice recognition by Benchora as well. I mean, the pass wasn't caught, but they were setting up a screen, and Benchora reacted really well. He was there. If the ball would have been caught, I'm pretty confident Benchora would have taken him down.
So Valley to punt again, and Grace is back to return it. There's a snap, and it's a kick, and not a very good one, but he is going to get a Vikings bounce, and it'll roll inside the 35 down to the 34-yard line. So Chabot's offense has another opportunity to put a little bit of a drive together, as they've gone 3-and-outs back-to-back times with 4 straight incompletions.
Yeah, this goes back to like we talked about. You know, we're harping on that run game or lack of Chabot. We still want to see it. We want to see what happens.
Yeah, on the
give them an opportunity here, because it's going to be too easy for DVC to play defense against, at least schematically, against Chabot if they know that there's no threat of a run.
Yeah, and on the past 2 drives, they've both gone with 2 passes, 1 run play, and those have both equaled a 3-and-out. So Tarangan in the backfield. There's a snap. He's going to throw. Quick slant. It's going to be caught, but running backwards may have lost a couple of yards if he kept with the, forward progress. And that was caught by Burrell at the top of the screen. So it's a good gain on first down, as it is going to bring up a 2nd and 5.
Yeah, DVC came out with 2 safeties. We haven't seen that. Now they're staying in that look. They could be playing a cover 2 or a cover 4. The corners are up close.
There's a snap, and it's going to be a run up the middle, I think, to Sanchez as he lunges forward, and that will be a gain of 6, and it'll pick up another Gladiator first down.
The ball got snapped before I could say it. If there's 2 safeties back, run the ball, and that's what Chabot just did. So first down, Gladiators.
So now in the backfield with Tarangan is Orozco. 3:06 to go first quarter. 12 on the play clock, so no rush, and now they're going to send another blitz, and it's a run to the outside, and he breaks 2 tackles with a stiff arm. He's down the sideline, gets a great block from the receiver, throws a weight around, breaks a tackle, flag comes flying in late. It's a gain of 28, and we will wait to check on the flag, and we could have some type of helmet-to-helmet targeting type penalty.
Yeah, maybe Stewart, number 16 there for Chabot, was making a nice block. Oh, we got to call.
That's what they're going to call. They're going to call the block in the back, but it is from the spot of the foul, so this should still end up being a Chabot first down.
Got a replay going. So you see the blitz there, and Orozco just gets around the corner. And
right there's the block in the back by Crum, yeah.
Well, yeah. He did push him right there in front of an official. But we talked about how DVC's been giving up 134 yards rushing a game because they blitz a lot too. I understand you may think, all right, they're going to blitz all the gaps, so you're going to be gap sound. But if the offense could just hit it, it's like 2 ships passing in the night. One guy's coming going one way, one guy's going the other, So on those blitzes, they could be dangerous on running plays because if you hit it the right way, the defense runs right by you, kind of like just happened right now with Orozco.
So the conversation on the field is whether it'll be a first down or not after the penalty, because it is a spot foul when it's a holding downfield by a receiver, and I think they would have had enough for it after the penalty, which it does not look like they did. So they're going to bring this back almost all the way back. It'll be first down and 8. DVC does a stunt, and they're going to throw it deep. He's got a man open, and it kind of hung up there, and it's caught.
He caught it.
Oh, what a play by number 19, Damani Burrell. Unbelievable catch, and I couldn't tell if it was batted down or intercepted, and Burrell comes up with it.
Okay, that's a play where, like, as a coach, you're like, no, don't throw it. There's 3 guys over there. You'll see this. Here, Tarangan just confident, and I'm like, no, don't throw it because there's 3 white shirts over there, and then he catches it, and you're like, okay, great, he caught it.
It looked like it went off the chest of the defensive back because it's a run up the middle by Sanchez. It's a gain of 9 on the play.
We go.
And now it's 2nd and 1 inside the 7-yard line.
Okay, I like Coach Blackshear just kind of slowing it down there. It's great to go tempo. You don't go too fast, because you don't want to be too fast because then you make mistakes.
So 2nd and about 3 for Chabot here. 12 on the play clock.
Oh, boy.
And now there's a penalty flag, and it's going to be a false start on the offense.
I was just saying that, I think it was Coach Wooden, the great basketball coach at UCLA, would say, be quick but don't hurry. That's what I was trying to get across there. Be confident in what you're doing, but don't rush yourself.
So after the penalty, it brings up a 2nd and 6, maybe 7. Tarangan gets the snap. No, it's a wildcat formation.
There we go.
And there's a run up the middle, breaking to the outside. 10-5 touchdown. It's Jeremiah Crum, the wide receiver, who took the snap in the backfield.
Great.
And he walks in for a Gladiator touchdown.
Great play call there. I talked about maybe doing something with the running back, with the quarterback having him run. So instead of having Tarangan back there, they put in a receiver, and he runs the ball in. We'll see here, Crum lines up there with Sanchez in the backfield. Crum just takes that snap. Gets behind those big guys in 77, Pola getting downfield. Man, that is just great.
He made the defensive back, Priest Preston, miss the tackle on the edge, and once that tackle was missed, it was a walk-in touchdown. Yeah. So a 12-yard touchdown rush for Jeremiah Crum, the wide receiver, as now Vargas is in to kick the extra point, but there's 4 seconds left on the play clock, so quick snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is good.
Wow.
So just like that, with 1:30 to go, it is a 10-3 Chabot lead after that great drive, and here's the touchdown again.
Now, we'll see at the end of the play, there's a nice block by the receiver you'll see coming into the left here of your screen. So Crum gets in there, and there you go. That was 82, I believe. I'm not sure if it was 82 from Chabot. Purvis. Derek Purvis there out of Alameda. But that was a great play call there by Coach Blackshear over there for Chabot. Caught everyone off guard. And what did they do there? They ran the ball to get in there. So going back to the running game. So you had Orozco pick up a big play, even though there was a penalty. It was a running play, positive yards. You had, prior to the touchdown, you had Sanchez with a gain of about maybe 7 or 8 on the inside zone play. And then you have the quarterback keep, wide receiver keep, we could call it because it was Crum, for a touchdown. So those are 3 positive run plays and results in a touchdown for Chabot.
So it was a 6-play, 66-yard touchdown drive, 3 passes, 3 runs with 1 penalty, or actually 2 offensive penalties on that drive. So to overcome that was huge, and a 10-3 lead, as it's a squib kick by Vargas. It's going to be picked up by the up back or just fallen on. Basically the same thing as a fair catch. So they will start. The Vikings offense will to try and answer at their 25-yard line.
All right, so we'll get back here with DVC coming out here on offense. 16 still at quarterback. Joey Aguilar, who started the game. We talked about Cook early, but we haven't seen him yet.
So Aguilar in the backfield. So there's a snap, and it's going to be a run. It's actually a quarterback keeper. Great fake, and he's got room, and there goes Aguilar. He breaks 1 tackle and then is going to get taken down in the secondary. A great rush and great play fake there as Joey Aguilar with a huge gain on first down, and it moves the sticks, and it was actually a great stop by the defensive back Douglas Turner, or else that was going to the house.
Yeah, he faked that to Eric Hunter, and then he just kept it, so he ran that quarterback keep there by himself, and positive play for DVC.
So there's a snap to Aguilar. He drops back, and he's going to look. He's going to throw it to another man out of the backfield, and a great hit. He's stuck right there by Grace, and that, again, was to the running back Hertz out of the backfield.
So 26 comes out of the backfield. That's Eric Hunter, the running back. And we talked about DVC is going to get the ball to their playmakers. The running backs, they're going to put them in motion or swing them out there, the little circle route, getting up the sideline. And Grace came up, read it, made a nice open field tackle. Grace is playing one solid first half here. First quarter, actually. We're still in the first quarter going down to the end here.
So 20 seconds to go, first quarter, ball on the 50. There's a snap, and it's going to be a nice give straight up the middle. They're going to pick up the first down and just a couple yards more. And again, that was a give to Eric Hunter, the sophomore running back out of Amador Valley. And it's good for a first down with 11.5 to go, but I think they're just going to run this out for the end of the first quarter. After one quarter of play, Chabot has a 10-3 lead. Good offense, good defense, long sustained drives. And if you're trying to upset the number 14 team in the state, that's the kind of start that you want. And we'll be right back with the second quarter after these messages.
Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. We want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho care for life.
And welcome back to the start of the second quarter here live on campus of Chabot College in Hayward, California. Dominic Ariel with Carlos Franco. Great first quarter, 10-3 Chabot lead. They've gotten 2 punts and forced a field goal on defense, and then their offense had a great drive just before the end of the quarter.
Yeah, Chabot looks really good right now. They look really confident. It's probably the better word that I'd like to use.
Right.
They look really confident about what they're doing and how they're playing.
So Diablo Valley gets the ball first, and it's going to be a drop back. Aguilar is going to throw, and it's almost intercepted. Threw it into a crowd of black jerseys. It was intended for Elijah Alonzo, the freshman wide receiver, but
we got a flag.
It was
here.
incomplete, and there's a flag, and it was somewhat in the backfield. And they're going to have an ineligible man downfield on the offense. So they will back them up 5 here, and it'll be 1st and 15 again. So this is the second time this is the third time on drives that they have had to start on a 1st and 15 after either a first down or a new set of downs.
Right. And Chabot's having a little bit of problem here getting the right personnel on the field defensively. So there we go. Looks like Coach Vanina is going to rush 3, drop 8.
So man in motion. Aguilar gets the snap, and he's just going to dump it right off the crib.
Nice.
And it's going to be a tackle, and he's stuck again by this Gladiator defense. They are playing fast and well right now, as it's a gain of about 1, maybe 2, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Yeah, I believe that was Justice Preston that got there first, made that play. But I like the call. Coach Vanina had it set up perfectly for his guys to be able to react. So now we got 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 14.
Comes a blitz.
Aguilar gets a snap. They send 5, and they're going to throw, and it's through the hands of his receiver and incomplete. There was a flag, and it looked like Chabot may have gotten a head start.
Yeah. I think that's what's going to be the call, unfortunately. But going back to Coach Fernandez, I just like that aggressiveness and confidence once again in his guys to be able to cover the receivers if he blitzes and puts his corners in a situation where it's just man on man. So we got big 53 Fangupo coming back in. It's going to be.
So after the offside, it's going to be 2nd and 8. So 19 on the play clock. Aguilar checking the sideline. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw round pass option. He gets it to Chin, who makes the catch and gains 2 on the play. There looks like Chin is more of a return specialist almost. They just try to give him the ball as a playmaker.
Yeah.
And it'll be 3rd and long here for the Gladiator defense.
Yeah, no, our guy Make out there again, out of Maurin, making the tackle. But you're right about Chin. He's electric, man. They're going to get him the ball in open field and let him do his thing there. So that's what they're trying to do. What it was down at the bottom of your screen, Washington, the tight end, he stayed in the block. So it was only a three receiver route.
So empty backfield, 3rd and a long 6. 5 Gladiators around the line, and Fanene didn't like what he was seeing defensively, so he will take a defensive timeout. So after the timeout, we'll be right back right after this.
Football on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics. Chabot College Football. Learn more about our program at athletics.chabotcollege.edu. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. Be your best active self. Whether you're tiny or big, 2 or 102, or a world-class grandparent, you can find care with our expert, compassionate orthopedic doctors. The NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th grade boys and girls. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp to learn more and to register. And meeting rooms on demand.
Comes down here by the number.
And welcome back out of that timeout. It was a defensive timeout by Coach Fanene. He had 5 guys rounded right around the ball on the line of scrimmage, but they went empty backfield, and they're going to do it again here. So now he's only got 3 down linemen instead of 5 out of the timeout.
Here we go with the late adjustment.
3rd and 7. Aguilar gets a snap. He drops back. He looks. He's got a man wide open just short of the sticks, but busting forward, and a huge gain on 3rd down is Mikel Ely, the freshman wide receiver, and it's a big gain for a 1st down. Gain of 17 on the play.
Very well executed by DVC. In that situation here, you'll see at the top of your screen, the receiver runs in and out there. And Kingston Sapoy, he needs to get width. Not so much depth at linebacker. He needs to get width there because he was the only defender in the area. So that was executed extremely well by DVC.
So full backfield now for DVC. They send Cribb in motion. It's a snap, and it's going to be a give. And a stuff forward, trying to just push him forward, really. And it's a gain of about 4 on the play. And that was the running back, Eric Hunter.
Yeah.
As it looks like they've kind of gone away from Austin Hertz, who we saw a little bit earlier in the game.
And it's nice to see number 5 back in there, Pete Wanga, who was hurt early on in the year. And he returned. I believe he was a team captain for Chabot, and he is there, and it's good to see him if you're a Chabot fan. You'll see him down here, number 5.
So Aguilar with Cribb in the backfield. He's going to get the snap, and he's going to get the ball, and there goes Cribbs bouncing it to the outside. He breaks a tackle. Flag comes flying in. It'll be 3rd and 2 pending the penalty.
Yeah, DVC's relying on that offensive line of Lara, Make, Seeley, Brooks, and Hughes. We'll see those guys getting after it there. The guard pulling to his right. He missed the block there, but they're committing to that, and that was a nice rally to the ball. Look at all the black shirts over there, all the black jerseys making that tackle along. That was 33 Smith.
So after it was an offensive hold on one of the wide receivers for DVC, so Chabot gets a break out of that one, so it will be 2nd and 12 now after the pretty good run by Gavin Cribb.
Now, I'm not sure how many penalties DVC has, but they got quite a few here that's been costing them as they go empty backfield again. So
Aguilar again, there's a snap. He's going to throw. It's a quick throw, and it's a great catch, and fighting to try and get a couple more yards was the receiver Alonzo.
Yeah, 45 there to Lakitao along with Mahe.
He was taken down, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 5 now for the Chabot defense.
Yeah, you'll see 45 and Mahe, they got two guys I just mentioned right now, reacting really well to the ball. So it's going to be a similar situation if they decide to go empty. The guys, Chabot's got to know exactly where those sticks are, where that first down marker is.
Chabot's defense has done a pretty good job so far in this game getting off the field. It's trips at the top of the screen. Aguilar gets a snap. It's a free blitzer, and the ball's loose. It's on the ground. It's going to be a strip sack, but Aguilar jumped back on top of it. A great play coming free off the end was Sepoy, the linebacker, and out of Utah, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think Kingston Sepoy almost had a scoop and score there. He comes untouched off the edge and bats the ball, gets it.
And that was a great job by him here. We see on the replay, he doesn't even go for the big hit. He just goes right after the football.
Man, but the whole thing was how he set it up. He went over there on the number 2 receiver that was in the bunch formation at the top, and he showed that he was going to be oppressing the receiver, and he came off him and then blitzed, so he had everybody fooled.
Valley from 45 yards out, not a lot of wind, 2 on the play clock. There's the snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. He bangs that through from 45 yards out.
Yeah.
And just like that, Chabot gets the stop, but DVC gets the points, and it's a 10-6 Gladiator lead.
Yeah, just take note of this. We'll look at this here. Look at Sepoy. He lines up as a defensive back. We'll say it looked like he was going to be involved in the coverage, maybe a flat defender, confused the quarterback, didn't allow him to get that proper read, and then disguised his blitz really well and comes up with a big play. Now, just to take note here, that kick, it was a good kick, went through obviously for the 3 points, and he still had some leg left.
Yeah.
I mean, they could attempt it from a little farther, maybe in the future here of today's game. However, I'm going to go back to the penalties of DVC. They made a lot of penalties that have been costing them. I don't know if it's because the different quarterbacks in, or it's possible that, that week off, obviously it's good for your body, but maybe some of the mental reps, you're a little rusty coming back, but I don't know. Them penalties don't help.
They've got 5 penalties so far in this game. 5 penalties, and 4 of them are offensive.
Yeah.
So there you have it. So Valley to kick off after he just drilled the 45-yard field goal to cut the lead down to 4. So Chabot's offense will get the ball for the first time. After their touchdown, it's another little squibber, and it's taken. And he's going to be tackled, and it's another good
31.
play. And
Gonzalez, we talked about he fair caught it earlier. And he said, I went to the old man syndrome, saying that later on in life he'd be like, man, I could have returned that one. Well, he got a chance right there, and he returned it.
And I'm a little bit surprised with the leg that Valley has that they're not trying to maybe get Chabot to start at deeper. I mean, their worst field position has been their own 25 so far, and they've had the ball at the 50 and the 40 already as well because of those squib kicks.
Couple things. One, Coach Sullivan, we talked about the special teams have been solid, and we were waiting for we've had big returns here for Chabot, but not a touchdown. Another thing is maybe
Tarangan gets the snap, and it's going to be a give to Sanchez. He breaks a tackle in the backfield. He goes forward, breaks another tackle, and busts ahead, and they're going to give him the first down. It's a gain of 11.
And maybe that's what I was going to get at, was the lack of the running game. Maybe it's possible that they feel that they could do a squib kick or whatever you want to call it to give decent field position because they don't respect the run game of Chabot. But look at Sanchez getting behind those guys. It's Halloween just coming up. I'll call them the big monsters in the black jerseys there, displacing the defensive line of DVC.
And there's a holding
penalty
on the play. It was a hold on one of the wide receivers. So it will be still first down, but since it was downfield, it'll be a 1st and 11. So both teams kind of fighting themselves with penalties early in this ball game. 10-16 to go. Tarangan gets a snap. He drops back. He's going to look. A little out route. That's caught. And running up the field and taken down. the sideline is looking for a horse collar tackle.
Yeah,
they're not going to get it.
No,
it was Mount on the catch, but he picked up all that yardage back, and it's another Gladiator first down.
Hey, trying to put some zip on that ball. He was. You'll see here. Look at. He's on that other hash, and he throws the ball all the way across the field on an out route. It takes a strong arm to do that and a good read, and here he goes again.
Tarangan throws another out route to Mount, and that one's incomplete. They're going to say it hit the ground.
Yeah, Tarangan going back to that prior play. He's on the left hash, and he throws the ball all the way across the field with plenty of zip on an out route. You got to have confidence in your arm and also have that zip to complete that pass, and he did.
So Chabot slowing down the tempo a little bit here as Tarangan is under center. Hawaiian boys got the hand warmer out on this chilly Northern California night. As he gets the snap, he drops back, he looks. It's going to be a screen pass, but it's going to be absolutely blown up by that strong DVC secondary, as that was a great play by Jelani Brown, the defensive back, who snuffed it out immediately, and now it'll be 3rd and long and 3rd and 13. Or 15, excuse me.
15, yeah, they maybe lost some yards there. Yeah, that play didn't look good from the get-go as far as DVC. They snuffed that one out right away.
So 3rd and 15 from the 50.
Got 20 on the blitz.
Sanchez in the backfield, and Tarangan's going to look. He steps up in the pocket, throws, and it was intended for Mound, but nowhere really near him as he was hit in the backfield, and it's incomplete, and it looks like Flippin will come out, and Chabot's going to try and pin them deep and get a punt.
Yeah, he's got a punt here. That's obvious. However, I go back to we're talking about the penalties. Yeah, that really good gain by Sanchez to set him up on the other side of the field here on DVC side, and then you get the penalty, and now next thing you know, now you're punting from your own 50-yard line. Penalties again, just killing them.
So chin back to receive the punt. There's a snap. It's skipped back to Flippin, but he fields it and gets a great punt off. And it's going to take a great Chabot bounce. It's going to roll inside the 10, and it actually looks like it'll stop right at the 10-yard line.
Great
so
job.
A great punt by Flippin to flip the field, and now they'll have to go 90 yards to get into the end zone.
Yeah, special teams, once again, I know I've already mentioned Coach Sullivan. The special teams, they've been solid all year. But just to go back, a quick recap of what they've done, they've blocked a punt. They've blocked a field goal. They've had Amaki had a return of a extra point attempt, scored some points for the special teams, and it's just they've been solid all year, tackling well.
And Chabot's recipe for success right now is the best field position that DVC has started. Their best has been their own 30-yard line, and this is their worst. There's a snap, and it's a give right up the middle, and it's tripped up. A great tackle and almost a touchdown-saving tackle, really, as Cribb tried to break that one. It's a gain of 8 on first down.
Yeah, I'm not sure who made the tackle along with the umpire here. You'll see. Nice run. And I think that was Mahi coming off there, and the umpire kind of got involved there.
So 8:40 left to go first half. 2nd and 2. Cribb in the backfield. There's a snap. It's going to be a quick throw, and that's going to be to Chin. Chin trying to bounce it to the outside, and that's a great tackle, but it's good for a first down. And that was a great job by Mahe.
Yeah. See, Mahe's responsibility being that outside backer, he's got to go out there and respect the fact that they have 3 receivers, and he's a point man. He's going to reroute the receiver, and he's going to fight through that. Anytime a receiver is going to come up to him and try to block him, I'm going to bet on Mahe. He's going to be like he did against number 9. He's not going to be blocked by just any old average receiver guy going after him. He's good at tackling, and we'll see more tackles from him, and that's for sure.
So Aguilar in the backfield, man in motion. That's Cribb. He's going to get the snap, pressure. He's going to spin out of it nicely. Now he's going to throw to the wide open Cribb, and he's got it. He breaks a tackle, and he's trying to fight for more yards after he tries to break another one, and it's a first down, a gain of 14.
Did I talk about the commentator's curse? Mahe just had a sack right now on a blitz. You'll see him. I was talking about Mahe. Now he's got this sack right there. Nope. Nice play by the quarterback to roll out, and his awareness. And number 4 just keeps playing as well. Really nice play by
Man,
the quarterback.
It seems like they're just trying to get the ball in Nassim Chin's hands, really. They're just trying to get it to him any way they can because he'll make the first guy miss.
Yeah, that was a broken play, you want to call it, but that was turned out to be positive.
So Aguilar throws it underneath, and it's going to be caught, and it's going to be a gain of 4 as
that was number 9.
Ely again with another catch.
Yeah, Ely ran a drag route from the bottom of your screen, drags all the way across the field there, and Johnson, we'll see here, number 9, he's dragging across. And you'll see Johnson come across here and make a tackle. We haven't mentioned him tonight, and Johnson's been really solid for Chabot.
So again, trips at the bottom of the screen, in the gun. There's a snap, and it's going to be just another quick screen, and it's absolutely blown up. It was caught by Gardera, and it was blown up by Grace in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd and long.
Grace has been all over the place here, all over the field. We talked about early on in the year when we did, I think it was the first game, I said, you got to be pretty good if you're playing corner and you're returning kicks and your jersey number's 21, and he's living up to that 2-1 that he's wearing on his jersey.
Yeah, and it was also Nassim Chin there. It just whiffed on that block, and it was just a great anticipatory play there by Grace. So now it's 3rd and 7. 4-man rush. Aguilar gets a snap. It's a quick quick curl route. It's Grace is going to tackle him.
He's going to be short.
But I think they may give it to him. It's going to be close. It's probably the length of the football.
The referee
and they're going to give it to him. It'll be a first down.
He's signaling first down. Jeez. Well, if we see on the replay here, I think it's number 9 using that big frame. And, that's like a basketball inbounds pass. He got right to the first down marker. He uses his big body to shield off Grace because he does have a physical advantage over Grace and with height. And it catches the ball right at the first down marker.
So that's 5 straight throws from the Vikings offense as Aguilar looks like he changed the play at the line. As it looks like they may like something with 3 down linemen. We could see a run, and there's a snap, and there is the give, and it's going to be absolutely stuffed. Great job by the Chabot defensive line. The first one there was Pate Huenga.
Yeah, Wanga being back is just great, and he got some help there by number 53, Fangupo.
So just a gain of 1 on first down. And that looked like what they did when they saw the 3 down linemen. They immediately changed to a run.
Yeah, you just want to – that's what the quarterbacks do. Sometimes people ask, what does the quarterback do when they point at the guy who this and that? Well, they're counting numbers. It's a numbers game, and you want to have the numbers in your favor. And right there, DVC did. However, Chabot just made the play.
So all 3 down linemen. Now Aguilar looked for a double move. He didn't get it. He's going to roll out. It looks like he's going to run, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. It'll be a gain of about 3, so it'll be 3rd and 6.
So you go back to what you were saying earlier. They have the 3 down linemen, so they're dropping the 8. And you'll see here 1 read, 2 reads, 3 reads. He has to run the ball because everybody's covered. So it's really excellent coverage there by Chabot.
So it'll be 3rd and 6, another 3rd down opportunity to get a stop. The lights have taken full effect here on a pretty great fall night in Hayward. It's a little chilly, but that's football weather.
Top of your screen there.
Loaded box here.
Run the same play where he's going to get to that first down marker.
Aguilar, they all back out of it. He's going to throw a quick slant, and it's going to be caught, and it's going to be a first down. So a great job by number 7, Elijah Alonso, to know exactly where the sticks were, to sit right there, make the catch, lunge forward, get the first.
Yeah, that was really nice awareness by Alonso, as you mentioned, partner, to know where the first down marker is. The receiver's job is to create separation, to get open, basically, to find the space, and the quarterback's job is the timing to get him the ball.
So Aguilar the snap. They're going to give it to Cribb, and he's going to look like grabbed at the line of scrimmage, then pushed forward for a gain of about 5.
Left guard David Maki there pulling from the left side, being the personal escort for Cribb. They were doing that early on, and they got away from it, that run game.
So again, after the gain of 4, Coach Fanene, I think, will take another defensive timeout, and he will. So after the Chabot timeout with 3:23 to go, first half, they lead 10-6. We'll be right back right after this.
Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, Ortho Care for Life.
And welcome back out of the break, out of the Chabot timeout. They've used 2 out of their 3. DVC still has all 3 timeouts left. Both timeouts by Chabot have been used defensively. So DVC comes out of the huddle on the sideline. They have thrown the ball 7 times, and this is their 10th play that started way back at their own 10-yard line. Aguilar gets the snap. He's going to give it to Cribb, and he's wrapped up and thrown down at the line of scrimmage in the backfield by number 30, Freddie Moala.
Freddie Moala is just one tough player. Moala has been playing defensive end here at Chabot this year, just solid. He's been blocking punts, and I can't say enough about that guy.
So they gave him a loss of 1, tackle for loss. Aguilar drops back, throws, clean pocket. He's got a man, and it is caught inside the 5. What a play by Mikel Ely, the wide receiver, and it looks like that could be Aguilar's favorite target when he's trying to throw down the field.
Well, we talked about Ely earlier. When he got a first down, so he's using his physical height over the defender there of 20. That's 21 Grace. Yeah, physically the matchup. He's long. He's got them long arms, and he's just taller than the DBs.
So it's 1st and goal from the 5. DVC looking to find the end zone for the first time, as this is their 2nd time in the red zone of this game.
Washington's in it. H-back. Watch out for that run.
So Cribb gets the carry. He's going to go up the gut, and he's going to go untouched into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Yeah, prior to the snap, mentioned that Washington was in there at H-back. I'd like to run that. Put him across the formation, and he kicks out on the defensive end. You'll see him, 88, come across the formation there, blocks out, and number 2 Cribb goes in for the touchdown.
So a 13-play, 90-yard drive that finds the end zone and gives DVC their first lead of the ball game, as it'll be Valley trying to come on to kick the extra point to give them the 3-point lead. As there's a snap, the hold, the kick, it's up, and it is good. So with 2:20 to go, Chabot trailing 13-10. And, that was just a great methodical drive there by the Vikings offense. I mean, it was mostly pass heavy, but they did keep Chabot guessing with the run just to keep them honest.
Right. And then they had that one big play there to Ely that we talked about, that they have that physical matchup. So now what's going to happen, I don't know in regards to this kickoff. They've been kicking the ball pretty short on the kickoff. Chabot has a timeout left with 2:20 left, so are they going to try to pin them deep now, or are they going to do this little pooch kick, I like to call it, or a little squib kick, and give them good field position?
And you have to think DVC is begging for a stop here, because they could maybe double dip as they'll get the ball out of the half after they won the toss and deferred.
Right.
So it's Fox and Mound back to return for Chabot. Valley to kick off again for DVC. So after that touchdown drive, does Chabot have an answer as they've punted on their last drive? And here's the kick by Valley, and it's another little squib kick, catch. And this needs to be caught. And there's no fair catch as bursting forward to the 45-yard line. So again, great field position by Chabot here.
That's our guy Gonzalez again. He might lead the conference in kickoff returns by the time
Kickoff
this game's
return
over.
yards.
Yeah. He's going to put down, he's a kickoff return specialist, 31. That's Christian Gonzalez out of Kennedy in Fremont, California, right down the road here. So we go back to Tarangan here with one timeout, 2:16.
And it's not a short field, but it's definitely not anything crazy, as it looked like they called offside on the kick. So Coach Fanene just decided to add the 5 yards to the kickoff. So now they're actually going to get the ball at the 50 after the penalty.
Yeah, and Vargas over here on the sideline starting to warm up just in case it's needed to take a field goal attempt.
So Tarangan gets the snap in the shotgun. He's got time. He's going to throw, and he threw it right to the linebacker, and it was incomplete. That probably would have went the other way for 6, it was Jack Lacey, the linebacker, who couldn't bring it in. And he's a sophomore linebacker out of Pittsburgh, and I don't think Tarangan saw him.
No, I don't think so. But Lacey's a big guy. I don't know how he didn't see him, but Lacey's thinking, how in the heck did I not catch that ball? Hit him right in the face.
So Tarangan gets away with one there. It's 2nd and 10, and he's going to get the snap, and he gives it to Sanchez, trying to break a tackle, uses the stiff arm greatly. He's going to burst ahead, and a flag came flying in from the referee in the backfield, which usually means a holding penalty is coming against Chabot. And some of the Chabot players are pointing the other way.
Well, we'll take a look here. You got hat on hat. You got the black jerseys downfield blocking. Sanchez looks good running the ball. He's had a couple carries. One was taken back on a penalty.
And so it looks like it's going to be an offside and a holding. So the offsetting penalties will scratch that play off. And so it will be 2nd and 10. We'll do it all over again.
Yeah, going back to Sanchez. He looks good running the ball. So something we talked about in the pregame.
Both backs have actually looked very good. And especially making the first guy miss as well to get the extra yards after contact. So Tarangan in the gun. Spread formation. There's a snap. It's going to be a little delayed handoff, and it's blown up in the backfield. And the ball's loose on the ground, and it looks like DVC has it. Are they going to call him down, or are they going to say...
I don't know.
That DVC came out with it, waiting for the decision.
I was up here biting my lip right now going, oh, boy, that might be a fumble.
There was no review. DVC saying that they got it. Referees trying to talk through the huddle.
The delayed handoff there, like a little draw there.
And it is DVC. It's Viking ball.
Yeah, it was handoff to Sanchez. You'll see the ball comes out, and it looked like 2 or 3 defenders of DVC jumped on that ball. So, yeah, turnover. Costly turnover there.
So the first turnover of the game for Chabot, and it really couldn't have come at a worse time, as now with all 3 timeouts, DVC, after getting their first touchdown in the lead, can extend their lead and go into the half to get the ball back.
Correct, and we mentioned earlier that the kicker there, Vaya, he's got plenty of leg here, so if they could get him close, if they decide to make a field goal attempt.
So there's the snap, and looking is Aguilar. No pressure. Now he's going to step up in the pocket, and now he's going to run. He's going to break 1 tackle, and he's going to get about 8 yards on the play, maybe 9, and they give him 9. So a great yardage on first down. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Yeah, it's not the way they wanted it because it's really good coverage by the defense. So Aguilar just decides, he says, I'm just going to keep it, and I'm going to take as much positive yards as I can, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And so they're going to stop. They're wanting to stop the clock at 1:28, talking with officials. As it looked like just a quick conversation with the other official. And we're back to play here on. And we're going to hold here as they want the clock at 1:37.
So the defense still looks like they're going to rush 3 and drop the 8.
So there's the snap, and it's
And
going to be a
there
give
we
up the
go.
middle, and it's going to be just a gain of about 5,
Yeah.
but it's going to be enough for a first down.
No, that was nice by DVC. I was talking about how got the three down linemen, so they're going to rush the 3, drop 8. It's fine to hand the ball off there because you still got the timeouts to work with.
It was a handoff to Hunter. So a line shift, and Aguilar looking. He's going to throw to Hunter out of the backfield again. He's going to break one tackle and push forward. A flag comes in deep from the back judge. So it's a gain of 6 on the play pending the foul.
Not sure what the penalty is there, but once again, the
And
back's
it looks
coming
like
out
they're
of the
going to call
backfield.
face mask, and that's what it is. So a personal foul face mask,
I wonder if that
and this will bring them into the red zone.
must have been on 23 Turner then. I think he was the one that was involved on the, we'll see here on the replay. When they get the ball out to Hunter. And I guess, yeah, I didn't really get a good look at it from that angle. But the referee, he sure saw it, so the flag was thrown.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. So just like that, right after the turnover and the touchdown, DVC back in the red zone.
Yeah.
4 on the play clock. They have all 3 timeouts. Aguilar gets the snap right as it expires. He looks to the end zone. He looks like he's going to run, and he will. It'll be a gain of about 5 or 6 as he gets out of bounds. It is a gain of 6. They'll stop the clock at 1:09.
You know, not knocking Aguilar, but he doesn't look to be the most graceful runner here. And he's picking up a lot of yards because there's just great coverage by the defense. And he's just taking whatever he could get there. Smart play, and he gets out of bounds. So he's done that like about twice, I think, on this drive alone. Smart play there by Aguilar, 16, the quarterback.
So they break the huddle. It's Hunter in the backfield with Aguilar. They're showing blitz. Here's Aguilar. He's going to throw. It's a corner out to the end zone, and it is caught. It is. It's
Is there no signal yet?
no signal yet. I still haven't seen one. No, it's through his hands and incomplete.
Yeah.
So the referee on the goal line didn't show whether it was caught or incomplete.
So we had a blitz, I believe, there, and 33 was in coverage, and it's not something that 33 is, that's DeMarcus Smith. You know, he's more of a box player there, but because of the formation, he was in coverage, and as a matter of fact, there's been an adjustment made already. Anderson came in now on this play for Smith.
So 61 seconds to go. That pass was intended for Blake Hoban. So now it brings up a 3rd and 5. Aguilar gets a snap. He's rolling right. He's going to look. He has a man in the flat if he wants it. He's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to be stuffed, but he breaks a tackle and gains the first down and gets out of bounds at the 5. It's 1st and goal with 53.3 to go.
Aguilar's just running the ball, man. It's we mentioned that a couple plays earlier. So it's a designed rollout here, like a run. We call it the sprint option. And so he's got the opportunity, the option to throw the ball or to run the ball, and he decides to keep it, tucks the ball, and just gets upfield.
And so there's an injured player down on the field for DVC. So we'll be right back after this quick break. And welcome back out of the timeout. And During that timeout, we found out that actually the injured player was Joey Aguilar, the starting quarterback for DVC. So now the backup Jordan Cook, the freshman, comes into the game. His first snap is a rollout option. He had a man in the corner. Now he looks, he throws. It's knocked around and incomplete, almost intercepted. So how about that for your first play? You get the ball first and goal at the 5.
Yeah, Cook has been the starter in other games, so he comes in. He's not just your average backup guy that doesn't, know what's the offense or anything like that. So he comes in and he rolls out, kind of like the prior play, like a sprint option to his right. And with 47 seconds left in the game, he puts himself in a situation to put his team up ahead by more points.
So the 6'5 freshman out of Santa Rosa, the Cardinal Newman High School, man in motion. He's going to get the snap. It's going to be a give to Hunter, and it's stuffed in the backfield. He runs backwards. He loses about 5 yards with 40 seconds, and the clock is rolling, and now it's a timeout. So they're going to call timeout to stop the clock, and it'll bring up 3rd and goal, and it was actually a loss of 6 on the play.
Yeah, it's 10. Our guy from Mount Eden again, Mahe. You'll see him here at the bottom of your screen. He fights through the block of Washington and gets in there and just makes that play.
So with 39.7 to go, it's 3rd and goal from the 11 for DVC, and this would be a huge stop for the Chabot defense if they can just hold them to 3.
Yeah, if they could stop and hold them 3 like you're saying, it'd be great because they've been solid up front defensively. Just that fumble there, still thinking about it because I didn't see it till the very end. That resulted in this drive. So
they're going to reset the clock at 42 seconds, so they're going to rule it from when he went down. DVC did get the timeout in, so they've got 2 left. Chabot still's got 1. And this is a huge 3rd down in the ball game.
All right, so they come out. Play clock's about at 12 now.
So, yeah, they come out and they break the huddle. They're in the formation now with 7 on the play clock. So Cook in the backfield sends a man in motion with 3 seconds. He gets the snap. It's a free blitzer. He's going to throw to the back of the end zone, and it is incomplete. There is no flag in the back of the end zone.
Defense.
And with 36.3 to go, they force a field goal as Valley will come on to try to extend the lead to 6.
Yeah, I think that was Ely again up top. We mentioned, hey, they got to keep an eye on him. And that situation, you got Ely up top as your screen. And Cook tried to get him the ball on a fade route in the corner. And it didn't happen. They were rushed there. They didn't look too confident.
A great job by the running back Cribb there, too, to pick up the blitzer. It was almost a guaranteed sack. So
here we go with the field goal attempt by Valle.
Valley, he's going to get it. He's going to kick it, and it is no good. Whoa! He missed it wide right. So Chabot gets the stop. Valley can't believe it. It was a huge, big leg, so it was way above the goalpost, so we couldn't tell. We're waiting for the official. He says it's no good wide right. Chabot gets the stop with 36.3 to go.
I'm with you there. I couldn't see it because our vantage point in the press box, you can't see that kick. It went out of our view, and wow, that is huge. You were mentioning how big this would be if they could come away with the stop, and I was mentioning how big it would be if they could just come away with the field goal, but yet alone 0 points on that drive is just huge for Chabot. Now see what's going to happen here. You got to run a play because DVC, they still have timeouts.
So he makes from 45, misses from just inside of 30. So there's a snap. It's just a run play right up the middle. It's going to be stuffed. It doesn't look like DVC is going to call a timeout. If you're Chabot, you just take this probably into half.
Sure.
And you respect the way that you're playing, and that's exactly what they're going to do. So we have a real barn burner on our hands, too. A great defensive game so far in this one. Punts, missed field goals, touchdowns, and this game is closer than probably most expected. The number 14 team in the state of California is on upset watch. Chabot trailing by 13-3 at the half. It'll be DVC getting the ball when we come back. So stick it right here at NorCal Sports TV, as we'll be back with the second half right after this.
From Los Angeles. We just heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at
From Los Angeles. We just heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court here.
Gladiator Football on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics. Chabot College Football. Learn more about our program at athletics.chabotcollege.edu. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. Be your best active self. Whether you're tiny or big, 2 or 102, or a world-class grandparent, you can find care with our expert, compassionate orthopedic doctors. The NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th grade boys and girls. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp to learn more and to register. And meeting rooms on demand.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, Ortho care for life.
Gladiator football on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics. Chabot College football. Learn more about our program at athletics.chabotcollege.edu. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. Be your best active self. Whether you're tiny or big, 2 or 102, or a world-class grandparent, you can find care with our expert, compassionate orthopedic doctors. The NCSTV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th grade boys and girls. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp to learn more and to register. And meeting rooms on demand.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, Ortho care for life.
You drove all the way up from Los Angeles.
From
we
Los
just
Angeles.
heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, you know, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court here.
Gladiator football on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics. Chabot College football. Learn more about our program at athletics.chabotcollege.edu. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. Be your best active self. Whether you're tiny or big, 2 or 102, or a world-class grandparent, you can find care with our expert, compassionate orthopedic doctors. The NCSTV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th grade boys and girls. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp to learn more and to register. And meeting rooms on demand.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, Ortho care for life.
Up from Los Angeles. We just heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court here.
Gladiator football on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics. Chabot College football. Learn more about our program at athletics.chabotcollege.edu. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. Be your best active self. Whether you're tiny or big, 2 or 102, or a world-class grandparent, you can find care with our expert, compassionate orthopedic doctors. The NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th grade boys and girls. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp to learn more and to register. And meeting rooms on demand.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, Ortho care for life.
Gladiator football on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics. Chabot College football. Learn more about our program at athletics.chabotcollege.edu. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. Be your best active self. Whether you're tiny or big, 2 or 102, or a world-class grandparent, you can find care with our expert, compassionate orthopedic doctors. The NCSTV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th grade boys and girls. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp to learn more and to register. And meeting rooms on demand.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, Ortho care for life.
You drove all the way up from Los Angeles. We just heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court here.
Gladiator Football on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics. Chabot College Football. Learn more about our program at athletics.chabotcollege.edu. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. Be your best active self. Whether you're tiny or big, 2 or 102, or a world-class grandparent, you can find care with our expert, compassionate orthopedic doctors. The NCSTV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th grade boys and girls. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp to learn more and to register. And meeting rooms on demand.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, Ortho care for life.
From Los Angeles. We just heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was
And welcome back to the second half of Chabot Gladiator football right here on NorCal Sports TV. Dominic Ariel along with Carlos Franco. Carlos, great half for Chabot in that first half. I mean, number 14 ranked Diablo Valley comes in, very high potent in offense, and Chabot's defense hangs in there good. And their offense had one really, really, really good drive that ended in a touchdown. And, now we're down 3 after the DVC misses that field goal right at the end of the half.
Right. It's a close game, and like you mentioned, part of the defense for Chabot's been solid. And, DVC coming in being ranked 14th in the state doesn't look the part today, or is it that Chabot just is playing that well? We're going to find out here in the second half because it's an upset alert right now.
And, with these conference game now, Bay 6, you mentioned in our open that, 4 of the Bay 6 teams are ranked in the top 20. This is one of them. And Chabot looking to really bring that competitive edge as one of the unranked teams in the Bay 6.
Right. Being in the Bay 6, it's probably, in my opinion, it's the toughest conference in the state, as we mentioned, 4 of the 6 teams. And they're out here right now showing what Chabot's all about, having a real positive showing in that first half. So let's hope that they can finish. Here comes the kickoff.
So Benchora to kick, and we are underway in the second half as the ball hits the up back, and it's loose. And now it's lateraled backwards to Chin, and he tries to break a tackle and break outside, but he's brought down short of the 30-yard line, and that is where the Vikings will open this second half in their first drive.
Yeah, I think that was 52 Tolentino playing hot potato there, and he passes it back to Chin. We'll see here the kickoff. And Tolentino, I believe, 52, one of the upbacks, he catches it, and he's like, wait, I don't like doing this stuff, man. Let me just pitch that back, gets it to their playmaker.
And so there's actually a flag on the play. It was a holding penalty against DVC, so that'll back them up 10. So now this will actually start at about the 22-yard line, I think.
Yeah, we talked about the penalties that DVC has had in this game. It's crazy, man. This is not week 1. I know they had last week off, but it's very uncharacteristic of a team at this point in time in the season to be having all those penalties. Now 16's coming back out. That's Joey Aguilar, the quarterback. He was hurt on that last drive right before the half for DVC, so he's coming out back at the helm of the offense.
So they break the huddle for their first drive. So after the penalty, they will start at their own 19-yard line. So DVC has ways to go, but they've proven in this game that they could have a long, sustainable drive. And there's
Wanga.
And almost a sack. I thought for sure he was going to get the sack, but actually a really good job by Aguilar to get that ball off in time.
Yeah, they run that play quite a bit with that motion there with number 2, I believe it was, with Crib, excuse me. And they'll get him in motion going to you'll see him going to motion. They run the fake to that side, a pump fake, and he's looking back down over here towards Ely, and Wanga goes around runs the hoop, as we call it, from his defensive end position and gets to the quarterback. And I mentioned in the last half, it's really positive, and And just great to see number 5 suiting back up here for.
So they break the huddle at 5 seconds on the play clock, and now this should be a delay of game, and it is. And no, they didn't throw the flag. I thought for sure there was a delay of game there. I honestly don't think the back judge was able to get his flag out of his pocket in time.
Oh,
so
might have missed one there.
The throw gets him about 4 yards, so it'll be or a gain of 3 actually, and it'll be 3rd and 7.
You know, to be honest with you, I totally was not even focusing on the play. I was looking at the referee, like you said, throw the flag. And number 10, Mahe, in pass coverage there, pushes defender out of the bounds here. So now we got 3rd down.
It was Alonzo on the catch, so he's got another 3rd and 7. Man in motion. Now that's Gararde. So there's the snap. He looks. He's going to throw. Yep. It's another little quick pass, and it's caught. I think he's short of the sticks. And he is. It's going to be 4th and 2, excuse me. So it was Ely on the catch, but he's short, and here comes the punt unit, so it'll be a 3 and out.
It's a repeat of what we saw in the first half when you have number 9, Malik Ely, down here using his size. I call it the basketball inbounds pass. He just gets to the sticks, turns, uses his body, that big frame he has, and to pick up the first down. He was successful with that same play in the first half a couple times.
Interesting here by Fanene. He keeps the defense out on the field to watch for the fake punt. Doesn't come. There's the kick, and they're going to let it bounce, and it's going to take a Vikings bounce, but it'll stop right at the 35-yard line. So Chabot forces the quick 3 and out after, the kickoff again, though. They get the penalty on the kick. It backs them up even deeper. And so now the Chabot offense looks to get the lead back or maybe even at least tie this game up.
No, this is the way to start if you're Chabot right here. You're 3 and out. You get the ball back, and you are starting to operate here from the 42-yard line, I believe, or 40-yard line. I can't
35.
See. I can't see from here. Is it the 35?
Yeah,
great.
35.
Yeah, no wonder I'm way off. I can't see with that light. So this is great for Chabot to get started.
So spread formation. Tarangan in the backfield. He looks. He steps up in the pocket. He's going to throw to the outside. It's a comeback route, and it's caught. Beautiful back shoulder play. It's caught by Jeremiah Crum, and it's a gain of 16 and a first down.
Tarangan with a clean pocket, had plenty of time, and showing off his arm strength. Throwing that comeback route to his left, you'll see here. Look at this arm strength by him. Look at that throw. That thing's on a rope.
So Tarangan throws to the outside on the out route, and it's incomplete. It was intended for the receiver, Mound. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, you won't see it on film there, but McAlpin up front just body slammed the defensive lineman of DVC. McAlpin and his crew up front, they're just solid.
So spread formation again. 16 on the play clock. Tarangan looking at the sideline for an audible maybe. Let's see if they can start to establish the run, kind of like they did early in that first half.
Right, I'd love to see that.
So there's a snap. It's a pass. Tarangan, he's going to throw. He's got Crum if he wants him, and it's incomplete. And the official throws his hat.
Yeah.
So that means somebody did step out of bounds.
Right, he must have went out of bounds.
Or maybe, the way that he's running up to the official, I think he couldn't get his flag out of his pocket. And so he did.
Yeah, he came to tell the referee that there is a penalty. It's going to be, it was against Chabot, and it's been declined.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 10 after just the incompletion.
You'll see here, Tarangan's throwing the ball there. He had him open, as you'll see there. Yep. He had quite a few steps. But I didn't see.
That's what it is, because Jeremiah Crum actually made the catch. So Tarangan, he drops back, he throws, he's got him in, and it's good for a first down and a lot more.
There we go.
He's breaking a tackle inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line. And it is, of course, Damani Burrell, who we've seen on 3rd down a lot in this game, and he picks up a huge chunk there, gain of about 32.
Right, clean pocket. Like I said, last pass attempt, Burrell finds the open area, looking to add to his 2 touchdowns that he has already on the year.
So Tarangan gets the quick snap and a handoff to the back Sanchez, and he gained about 5 on the play.
Yeah, that's nice. Stay ahead of the sticks there. You got 2nd and 5. Run the ball. It's good.
What we've seen so far in this game, it's actually been a theme for Chabot's offense, is after the big play, they hurry up to the line and run a quick play, try to gash them with a run.
Yeah, Hilder, Ali McAlpin, and Vasily pull it up. They've been solid up front, protecting the quarterback and opening the.
So Turangan gets a snap. It looked like it was a zone read, but it got absolutely blown up. Sanchez is hitting the backfield. It's a loss of 2, and it'll bring up 3rd and long.
I'd like to see Turangan just keep one, just to keep him honest. Like I mentioned, he's not Kyler Murray. He's not known to do those types of things, but just to keep one, to keep the defense honest.
So 3rd and 8 now for the Gladiator offense. He's got Burrell down here at the bottom of his screen, one of his favorite targets. There's a snap. He's going to look. He's going to throw an out route, and it's incomplete. Nobody there. The pressure really did get to him there as they had a free blitzer, and Turangan is slow to get up in the backfield as Vargas and the field goal unit will come on after the incompletion.
Yeah, Turangan can get that ball off cleanly. You'll see here the blitz coming. And he looks
good hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the free blitzer was the defensive back Jaden Price, who just came in untouched and laid a pretty good lick on Turangan.
Turangan's had 3 positive incompletes. What I mean by that, he's not forcing anything.
37-yard field goal. The kick is up, and it is off the left upright and no good. Goodness. So teams exchange missed field goals in this one, and we will stay 13-10 Viking lead.
Yeah, I was mentioning Turangan. Here we go with the field goal attempt here. Look, just nails the left upright. Boink. Oh, man. So the Gladiators got that drive, and they come away with no points. And I was mentioning Turangan. He's not forcing anything in that red zone. That we did see him do that before early on in the year. So I know they're incompletions, but I called them positive incompletions because you live to fight another day. He gave his team an opportunity to have that field goal attempt. Didn't go through, but we'll see what happens in the future here.
So Vikings ball at the 20. There's a snap and the give, and it is again blown up in the backfield. The give was to Cribb, and he had no chance.
That was Fangupo, I believe, number 53.
Yep. He was all over that.
Yeah, he read that one. I don't even know if anyone touched him there. Fangupo had a St. Francis and Mountain.
No, he was untouched coming through, and he lined up as almost over the center there, too. So the pulling guard must have not been fast enough to get to him. As now it's 2nd and long. It's a 2nd and 14. And there's a snap. Looking and pressure again, and it's a crossing route, and it's caught across the 25 down to the 27-yard line. So not enough for the first down, but now it's 3rd and 1.
Yeah, I was thinking that was a screen pass because Fangupo, once again, just in the backfield, untouched. You'll see him whoop, as he swims past the 65 to center. It wasn't a screen pass, but I thought it was because he got back there so quickly.
So it was Blake Hoban making the catch.
Yeah, 33 Smith tackles him after he ran that drag route.
And that was almost a straight play design where we're going to dump it off and let's see if you can rally up and tackle. So 3rd and short, 3rd and a long one. There's a snap in the backfield. It's going to be a toss out right. It's going to be caught, and now there's breaking tackles, and he's got room. There he goes, 40, 35, 30, and he stumbles down at the 25-yard line. It's Giovanni Gardera. Takes the 1-yard pass, 62 yards.
Gardera's been extremely quiet until now. I mean, he had a big game against College of the Sequoias, and here you see him catching the ball and just turning on the Jets, getting through that tackle there of Ventura, who's normally a solid, sure tackler. And Gardera just makes that play. Like I said, he's been quiet. They've been playing. The defense has been covering the receivers really well.
So down to the 25-yard line. There's a snap.
Down here.
Aguilar, he's going to look to the end zone. He's got a man wide open, and it's caught in the back of the end zone. It's that's actually Mikel Ely on the catch. He just beat his man right off the line, and it's an easy touchdown.
Yeah, during the play, like before the snap, I don't know if you heard me, partner. I was like, got Ely down here.
Yep.
You got Ely down here. That's something that we mentioned early in the first half, this physical size advantage that he has over the corners, that it's a 50-50 ball. They throw it out. My guy's bigger than yours, and let's see if he can make a play.
So the big touchdown drive after the missed field goal, and all it takes is 4 plays to go 80 yards, and it's a fake field goal. It's a fake extra point, and Cribb dropped the ball rolling out, and it's picked up by Chabot. They can return this for 2, and they will not be able to. So a real surprising move there by DVC to not just kick the extra point, and now it'll stay a 19-10 game.
No, we talked about how Cribb was their holder. I don't know if you recall that. Said that they trust him a lot with the football in his hands. He's the holder, and he's also their running back. And
it looked like when he tucked it, he was looking to throw it, and then when he went to tuck it is when he lost the football.
He got a little too excited running towards that goal line. But we'll go back to that touchdown. It's they're going to Ely anytime they could get him in a one-on-one situation. We'll see here. You got
the fake rollout, and then he was just wide
down
open.
At the bottom of your screen in a one-on-one situation that was Grace. And it doesn't matter wherever he lines up, they'll get him out wide if they go 3-by-1. In that situation, I believe they were in 11s personnel because Washington was in at tight end. But either way, they like to get him out on an island by himself with a defensive back because they feel that he has a physical advantage over the corners of Chabot.
So tough defensive possession there by Chabot. Give up a big play on 3rd and short, and then the very next play give up the touchdown pass. So Valley will kick it off. This is the first one deep, and it's wanted to be taken by Fox, but it goes through his hands and through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So they'll start at their own 25-yard line. So Chabot, this is pretty close to a much must-get points kind of drive here.
Yeah, it is because what could happen is, assuming if it was like a 3-and-out, we'll say, you give the ball back to the offense to DVC, and they could come up with a drive and take the whole third quarter off the board there and leave you with a 2-3 score game with 1 quarter left. So this is, like you said, partner, huge right here. They got to come up with some points.
So Chabot's offense, spread formation. Terangan gets a snap. He's going to give to Sanchez, trying to bust through the line, but not a lot of room. It's just a gain of 2 on the play. So Sanchez gets a quick carry, but nothing doing.
And not so much, you will see Sanchez testing the center of the line there. But going back to what I said about coming up with some points, not so much the points, but take some time off the board in your favor.
Terangan throws on the out route, and it's going to be caught. It's going to be enough for the first down, and that's nicely done by Chabot's offense, and that's Sanchez out of the backfield.
Yeah, 2 straight plays for Sanchez. He's touched the ball. You'll see him come out of the backfield, leaks out. That's number 8, the linebacker who dropped the interception earlier, Jack Lacey. That's a matchup advantage, Chabot there. Lacey can't cover him.
And now it's a false start on Mound before the snap.
Now Chabot can't do that, though. You got to pick up first down. You're moving, and then now we got a penalty.
So after the Mound false start, it'll be 1st and 15.
You got a blitz coming from top. Nope. Nice.
Terangan gets a snap. He looks. He pumps. Now throws over the middle. It's caught by Sanchez, but he's blown up after the gain of 3.
Yeah, that blitz.
Or correction, that was Mound on the catch coming across the middle.
Yeah, it wasn't a blitz. They DVC disguised it really well, and Terangan looked to his left and then paused on the read because DVC fooled him like they did me there. I thought they were going to blitz, and he had to hold the ball a bit longer, and he got the ball to Mound.
And now it's on everybody there. And they got DVC to jump, but they'll always put it towards the offense. So it looks like this should be another false start. And it is. It is a false start. So the second in as many plays.
No, just jumping off sides here, false start. So now that's 10 yards you just taken from yourself.
So now it is 2nd and 17.
You know, we talked about so many penalties. It's like week one here, and it's really not week one. You're just coming off that break.
So Turangan gets a snap. He looks. He's got some time. Now he's got to roll out right. He's going to throw on the out route, and it's just not going to get there to Burrell, and that'll bring up a long third down.
You know, those plays are tough to call when you're the offense coordinator. You know, you got third. Right now you got 3rd and 20. You know, you're going for 2nd and 20, 3rd and 20. You know, those aren't really on your playlist, you know. So those are tough.
I mean, yeah. So you may think of one of the deep balls here because Crum was open on a deep ball earlier, but it looks like they back out. They do. Turangan's going to throw way short of the sticks. It's Burrell. He's going to try and break a tackle. He actually fumbled the football. It's loose on the ground, but they're going to say that he was down by contact, which it looked like he was. So it's just a gain of 6 on the play, maybe 5 actually, and so it'll bring up 4th and 12, and they'll be forced to punt. So Flippin will come on with the punt unit.
Yeah, Turangan finds the open area. It's number 19, and the ball comes out. You know, like as I mentioned, in a situation like that, you know, the defense is going to give you everything underneath and nothing behind them, I should say. So that's exactly what they did. They rallied to the ball, make the tackle, and force the punt.
So there's a snap low, but Flippin gets it, and he gets a pretty good kickoff as it'll bounce but not take a huge hop for Chabot. They're going to let it roll. Chin wants nothing to do with it, so it'll go down at the 28-yard line. So, you know, Chabot doesn't get the stop or get the score, but now this becomes, on the flip side for the defense, a must-stop possession.
Correct. You know, I corrected what I said earlier. I said they got to come away with some points, and I said, wait a minute, not so much points, but the time. Take some time off, get that drive going, and consume some of that third quarter and come away with points.
Yeah, that was a little bit over a 3-minute drive that ended in a punt.
So what happens now, as you mentioned, partners, they got to get a 3-and-out here. Because what happens is it's like when you're looking at your fantasy football team percentage of winning and all that stuff.
All the analytics, but we don't have that here.
Yeah, no. But that's what happens. And you got Ely down here at the bottom of your screen again.
So there's the snap, and he's rolling out, and this could be a sack, and it will be.
Good job. That's a number 99.
So it looked like one of those, just like on the touchdown, it was a semi-fake rollout that got blown up, and it was a sack. So that's a big first play for the Chabot defense.
Well, he was the RPO, and he was looking to throw the ball to that side, and he had Ely down here. Wasn't expecting anything to come back his way. He was kind of jogging there. And when it did, he wasn't ready. So as a result, we get a sack there by Porter. That's great. That's what Chabot needed there.
So the second sack for the Chabot defense as Aguilar gets a snap. It's a screen, and it's got an opening, and there he goes. There goes Hunter. He's trying to break a tackle, and he will get inside the 40-yard line, so out at the 43.
Yeah, he is not the biggest guy, but he's lightning in a bottle, man. You see him out here. Sets up the little screen pass to the lineman getting out front. Did a great job. You got 53, 65 downfield as well. And then he just turns on the jets.
So it's the sophomore running back, Eric Hunter. He's been a key part since really halfway through that first quarter. He's gotten a lot of more and more snaps in there. Yeah. And he's taken full advantage of it after the huge gain.
Yeah, Maki and Seeley were downfield making those blocks, 50, 65, and 53, so we get a rollout here.
Rollout, snap, throw. It's behind him, but it's caught. And fighting his way forward for an extra 3 or 4, and that's Ely again. And now the Vikings really flexing their muscle right now and showing how good of an offensive team they are, as it's another big gain of over 20.
All right, Joey Aguilar rolling out to his right, showing his athleticism, and he just gets a little fling of the wrist, little fling, and the ball flies about 30 yards. Showing his arm strength as well. You know, we were expecting to see Cook, and it's been the Aguilar offense here.
So after the sack, they've gone back-to-back big plays. Aguilar, it's a shovel pass to Chin, and he's through. He's in the secondary, breaks a tackle to the pylon, and he is in for the touchdown.
Really nice play call and execution by DVC.
Naseem Chin takes it 24 yards on the shovel pass, and we said that earlier in the broadcast. You just get the ball in your playmaker's hands and let him go.
Yeah, they've been trying to get the ball to Chin. Early on, you'll see here, he's in the trips bunch formation to your left, and it's tossed to him, a little forward pass, 53 downfield. Didn't have to do much of anything, but Ely was downfield blocking, helping out his teammate to get in there, number 4, Chin.
So Valley, to, I would think most likely kick the extra point,
Yeah.
which he does. The kick is up. It is good, and that makes it a 26-10 ball game. So back-to-back touchdown drives after 3 and out by Chabot, and here's that touchdown again.
That was a real good-looking play, and I mentioned Ely up top there, getting that extra block. That was just had everybody fooled there. Really nice play call and execution by DVC. Well, we talked about the urgency that we had to have there.
Yeah.
That Chabot had to have and it hasn't happened. Didn't happen on those 2 drives, but right now definitely it's got to happen. Going back to the
Right.
like we talked about the percentage and the analytics that go along with it. But
And now it's still a 2-score game with the 2-point conversion, so you're still alive here. If you can go down and score, get the 2-point conversion, get a stop, where it's very doable for this offense because they've moved the ball quite well. There's just been some penalties and a little mistake here and there, but it's not like they're just going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out.
No, and they ran the ball. We've seen them run the ball more tonight than they have in the past, so we'll see what's going to happen here with this kick, if it's going to be a short kick again or if it's going to be a deep kick. There we go.
So Valley's going to boot this one deep. Fox is going to return it. He fields it at the 2. Here comes Ronald Fox. It looks like he's got some blockers to the outside. He's going to give a good burst out to the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. As Ronald Fox wanted to maybe try and flip the script of this ball game, but he just gets back to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, so first half, nothing was kicked deep. Second half, we got some balls kicked deep, and you'll see that front wall getting set up really well. And Fox just hits it. Nice block by, who's that? I think that was, was that Johnson, I believe. I'm not sure. But special teams, I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, have been solid, good return. And going back to what you just said, Chabot has to have a good drive going right here.
So trying to spark something with this offense, and you would have to think that the Vikings, with their lead, they'll start dropping guys back, which they don't. They send an all-out blitz, and the rush is absolutely stuffed. Sanchez is stuffed in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the play.
All right, the defensive line is very aggressive there on first down. You'll see them called the blitz. I believe that was we'll see his jersey right there. That was number 14. We'll
So
go
there's
back
a
to
snap.
live
It's a
action.
quick throw, and it was very scary, but Burrell catches it, breaks a tackle, gets out to the 30, and here comes a flag for the block in the back.
Burrell comes out limping as well, which is not good. So Burrell is out, and we'll see what the penalty flag is.
It should be a block in the back on the other receiver, and it is. So that a drive that was already backed up after the first play is even more backed up now. As here it comes right at the bottom of your screen, right there. Just Mound can't make that block.
No, and that was a good pitch and catch there with Burrell, and he did come up a little bit limping off the field, I should say, with the. Well, I don't know if it was ankle or hamstring, but he's on the sideline. He looks like he's going to be okay. But, yeah, you just can't make those types of mistakes.
So now 2nd and 15 after the penalty. There's a snap. He throws, and it's deflected at the line of scrimmage. As the Vikings just sent an all-out blitz on that play as they left all their corners on an island. And now it brings up 3rd and very long.
Yeah, look at that blitz. Every gap's accounted for right there. They just sold the farm, as we say. They just went after the quarterback there and got to him. Didn't get to him, but were able to get their hands up and bat that ball down.
And you don't want to say that it's 4-down territory, but the way that DVC's move the ball, if you get within 5 yards, it could be Tarangan. He's going to throw over the middle. It's a diving catch by Mound, and that's enough for the first down. An unbelievable catch there by Damian Mound on the diving catch. It was actually a really good throw, too, by Tarangan to stay in there.
Exactly.
3rd and 20. Let's give him 22 and a first down.
Look at Tarangan stay in the pocket and puts his ball out front of his receiver in front of the safety to come up there. And he had a guy in his face when he threw that ball. That was impressive there by Tarangan.
And he stepped up in the pocket. Now Tarangan. He's going to try and swing it out, but great job to tuck that ball. That had pick 6 written all over it if he dumps that in the flat. But instead he nicely takes the sack. So it's a loss of 4. So it'll be 2nd and 14. I mean, that was read the whole way.
Yeah, I think there was some miscommunication there because McAlpin was intending to block 2 guys there in the center where he was trying to block number 8 and 95 at the same time.
So Tarangan looking. He's going to step up in the pocket, and down he goes again. I was just going to say that was the Vikings' first sack of the ball game. Well, now they've got 2 on back-to-back plays. And again, it'll bring up a 3rd and 17.
There's a little bit of confusion right down the last 2 pass attempts, the last 2 plays of Chabot. They're not communicating too well up front. Not sure who they're blocking on that particular play. 95 got the push up front. McAlpin along with 74.
So now Tarangan gets a snap, and it's going to be a tunnel screen to Burrell, and it's blown up in the backfield again. So it maybe got a gain of 1, but that quick tunnel screen is no good. So after the huge conversion on 3rd and long, they go sack, gain of 1, and now Flippin is looking to try and flip the field, maybe get a turnover with one of those knuckleball punts or something here to try and spark this Gladiator team.
Right, like I was mentioning, that just they didn't look in unison. The offensive line was a little bit confused. With
a good snap. He's going to boom it, and it hit the up back. It hit the personal protector, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 48-yard line. So Flippin tried to bomb that punt, and it actually hits the personal protectors in front, and that is just a 24-yard punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the Chabot 40. Oh, no, I thought it just went off the side of his foot.
Yeah, he just shanked that one, as we say. Nah, it's not good. Looks like my tee shot with the driver there.
Probably most of us, I would say.
Well, ball's going to be placed at the 49-yard line where DVC comes out. Now they got different quarterback, and now we're seeing Cook.
So now Cook in the game, and he's going to give to Cribb, and Cribb stumbles ahead for a gain of 4, maybe 5. Yeah, they're going to give him a gain of 4. Now, do you think after watching Cook, he's more of a running threat than Aguilar is, so do you think that maybe with Cook in the game, they're trying to run the clock out here or just take full control of this game and really grab it by the neck?
Right, yeah, exactly what you said, because if Cribb would have kept his feet, he'd still be running right there. He fell down. So, yeah, I think exactly what you're saying. They're going to try to run the ball, take as much time off. If they can, snap the ball and keep it on the ground as much as possible.
So Cook gets a snap. He's going to look, throw. It's going to be another screen. It's just a nice little dump off to Alonzo, and he's going to pick up the first down after the gain of 10.
Yeah, they're going to, like we talked about, go to the run or get those quick passes to the running back coming out of the backfield or to their receiver like here. He comes out the backfield, number 7, Alonzo.
Yeah, they won't put this ball in harm's way, I don't think.
No. They're going to make sure that they finish the third quarter with the ball, going to the fourth quarter with the ball and the lead.
And so if you're Chabot here, you want to try and rally to the ball so you have one guy at least trying to rip out that football. As Cook in the backfield, he's going to get the snap, and he's going to drop back and throw it. It's over the middle. It's going to be caught, and now there's a flag downfield. It's a huge gain for Giovanni Gararde, but I think that this could come back for offensive pass interference, blocking before the pass.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be against DVC.
The DVC offense does start to take some steps back.
Yeah, Washington came in 88, so they got a different personnel package for DVC.
And that's exactly what it is. So they're going to call a hold on DVC on one of the wide receivers. And I think if we can get this replay, if you look at one of the receivers right there was the hold on that was Nassim Chin getting called for the hold.
Yeah, because Garderi came from the top of the screen, ran that drag route, came all the way across the formation, the field there, I should say, and then we saw the hold.
So now this is huge for Chabot if they can somehow force a punt or a long field goal attempt. So 1st and 16 after the penalty. There's the snap. It's a play action. Here's Cook. He's going to look to the end zone. He's going to throw, but it's caught by Chin. He's short of the stick, so it should be 2nd and 1. A very, very short one.
And so we talked about how Washington came in. He stays in the block, 88, and along with the running back, he stays in. So they're only throwing 3 receiver routes there. And Chin makes that catch short of the first down.
And Cook staying in the pocket and making the throw. So now it's 2nd and 1. So spread formation pistol here. As Cook, he's going to throw up the middle, but he keeps it on the zone read, and it's a first down.
Well, Fanene brought a blitz there, and Cook read it. He just said, I'll keep this. The defense collapsed in on the inside on the fake. You'll see here, everyone goes towards the ball, to the fake, I should say, and he decides to keep it, says thank you very much, gets out of bounds. First down, DVC, and the quarter ends.
And that is the end of the third quarter. So final 15 coming up. It's a 26-10 DVC lead after a controlling third quarter. They'll start with the ball at the 24 right after these messages.
Football on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics. Chabot College Football. Learn more about our program at athletics.chabotcollege.edu. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. Be your best active self. Whether you're tiny or big, 2 or 102, or a world-class grandparent, you can find care with our expert, compassionate orthopedic doctors. The NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th grade boys and girls. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp to learn more and to register. And meeting rooms on demand. Football on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics. Chabot College Football. Learn more about our program at athletics.chabotcollege.edu.
And welcome back for the fourth and final quarter here of Basics Conference Football as DVC has a 26-10 lead on the Chabot Gladiators as Cook keeps it on the fake shovel pass. He jumps to the outside. And no, actually that wasn't.
Isaiah Newton.
That was Isaiah Newton.
Yeah.
That's the third quarterback we've seen in this game, and it looks like he's going to come in and out. So just the one play, straight running thread it looked like there. And after the first down.
Yeah,
right
Cook's
there.
coming back in. Newton standing next to him on the sideline there, but you're right. He had that basically designed for him.
Oh, so
that was a quarterback keep all the way for Isaiah Newton.
So they're going to say he's short of the first down marker, so it's 2nd and 2. It looked like he got it, but it must have stepped out of bounds. And now Cook, here's the fake give, and it's not a fake give. It's stuffed in the backfield, and it'll be 3rd and short.
Great job there by the defensive line. You got Wanga, Fangupo.
And that's Joseph Minor, their running back, freshman running back out of Vacaville. That's his first carry of the ball game.
You'll see here Fangupo meeting the ball carrier in the backfield there and then get some help from his friends Wanga along with number 30. That's Freddie Moala.
So 3rd and 3. Cook in the backfield. He's got Cribb with him. In motion goes Chin. Right to left. There's the snap. It's a shovel pass. They've got the first down and more. Cribb's pushed out of bounds, and DVC moves the chains again.
Yeah, that was really nice. He just had Chabot outflanked on that side. He had the trips bunch receivers there to the left, and it's a quick toss there to Cribb, as you can see, and they also pulled the left guard, number 53, out front. Didn't have to hit anybody, but the big guy was out there ready for action. So first down as a result. First down DVC.
So DVC is going to obviously start to huddle. They break it with about 14, so now there's 10 left on the play clock. Cook in the backfield. And here's Hunter with him. Cook looking. He's going to run up the middle. He's going to bounce it to the outside. He gets a block, but he's going to kind of give himself up, it looked like, after the gain of 7.
Yeah, and a smart play to stay in bounds as well. Really smart play there by Cook. You'll see him. Talked about the good pass coverage by Chabot this whole entire evening. And there Cook decides to run, going to the sideline, says, wait, I got to stay in bounds here. Like you said, gave himself up, secures the ball, gets tackled in bounds, and the clock keeps running.
So spread formation again. He's got Hunter with him in the backfield. Hunter's had a pretty big game so far as Cook. It's going to be a play action rollout. Throws to the end zone, and it is, I think, is it caught? It is. It's caught in the end zone for a touchdown. It's Giovanni Godarde, the freshman out of Dublin High School, and it's a touchdown, and that extends the lead, and now a late flag after some pushing and shoving.
Yeah, you'll see Washington come across there. He's going to go on the flat, so he basically, Cook has a 2-receiver. It's like a 2-receiver route where he's rolling to his left. So he's got Washington low and he's got Garderi high there, and he throws the ball to 17 for a touchdown.
So they're going to kick the extra point. And then I think the penalty will be on the kickoff. There's Ray Valley to kick the extra point. Good snap, good hold. The kick, it's up and good. And that will make it a 33-10 ball game, as it's a 23-point lead for the Vikings here in the fourth quarter. And let's go back to the touchdown.
Yeah, I was mentioning 88. He's in the flats there. So as Cook rolls out, he's got 2 options. He could go low here to 88 or high to 17. And he chose 17, and the result was the 6. You know, just like that, it's a 23-point lead. We were talking about how positive we were when it was 3 points, you know, and then all of a sudden now it's 23 points. Yeah, just like that, the DVC showing that, you know, why they're ranked. You know, we talked about that earlier. He said, you know what, we're going to find out if these guys are who we thought they, you know, they were.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, they put it together quickly. Came up with some positive drives, but however, a lot of mistakes here with offsides and things like that for Chabot that needs to be cleaned up.
So the penalty actually was on the DVC receiver. So they'll kick this thing from their own 20-yard line. So I wonder if they'll try and just boot this or try and squib it. No. Again, like they've been doing. You would think they try and boot this, but do you really want to put it into the hands of a Ronald Fox or a Damian Mound with the ball?
No, this is great because, like I was talking about, things that have to be, you know, cleared up as far as Chabot hurting themselves. This is a positive for them to get. It's a good opportunity for them to get a positive return here.
So Valley to kick. As he'll put his right boot to it and he'll boom it deep. It's going to be taken by Fox at the 20. So good field position no matter what. He runs up, then tries to cut to the outside, trying to stretch it out. Fox gets a block, breaks a tackle, and he's dragged down at the 42-yard line. And if he broke that tackle, he had a little bit of a wall. But there is a flag at around the 50-yard line.
Yeah, it was a good-looking return by Fox.
And it's holding on Chabot, so we'll back this thing up.
So we go back to what we're saying, doing something positive and then hurting yourself, because this is a good-looking return here. You got a lot of black jerseys out front, getting some positive yards, giving your team a real good field position, and then you get the penalty, and you get backed up. So it's kind of been the story of the second half right now.
So they'll start this drive on their own 31-yard line.
Got a new quarterback in, or no? That's
yes. It looks like they do.
It is. That's
and it's Jeremiah Crum, but the snap is wide, and Crum is trying to cut it up, and that's just not going to work.
That was like the touchdown-looking play early on when we had Crum in there.
They tried to get something going offensively, and it's a loss of 10.
Yeah, Tarangan comes back in now. So Crum there is at quarterback, and as the snap got away from him, and I believe, with him back there, I'm thinking it's going to be that wildcat look that we had for the touchdown where he was going to be exclusively a runner.
So Tarangan in again at quarterback. He's going to get the snap. He's going to throw in a quick slant. It's going to be caught by Mound, trying to spin out of a tackle, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and he breaks a bunch of tackles. And there he goes at the 50. Now he's at the 45. He's got a man out in front. He's down to the 30, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
Wow. Incredible play, incredible effort by number 6, Mound. That's just determination and attitude made that play on. He just said, I'm not going down,
So
man.
Damian Mound catches the quick slant. It looks like he got stood up at least once or twice, and then that last final spin move right there breaks through. And now Tarangan gets the quick snap. It's a run up the middle to Sanchez is what it looked like. It's a gain of 4, and now they're trying to hurry up on the offense.
Going back to that, guys are playing hard. They're 82 and 84, Purvis and Robinson helping their teammate out. Playing hard right there. Doesn't matter what the score of the time is left on the clock. They're just showing some class, playing really hard, helping their teammates out.
So Tarangan under center, spread formation. Maybe you see that fade to Crum here, or maybe he goes to Mound at the top of the screen as the box is quite
There's
full.
no safety.
No safeties again. Let's see if they back out of it. They send everybody. Tarangan, he's going to throw it. He's got Mound in the end zone, and it is knocked away at the last second. A great play by the cornerback, Rashid Reeson, the sophomore out of Vallejo. Just a little underthrown as he had the open man.
Yeah, you
And
called
that's
it right
Burrell
there.
up there at the top of the screen.
Yeah, you called it no safety. They're bringing the house there, and those guys are fighting for the ball a little bit there. But hey, that's good coverage, like you mentioned.
It's just a little underthrown. If he leads him a little bit more, he beat him off the line, so he probably walks that into the end zone.
Yeah, good read by Tarangan. Just didn't get the ball out as far as he wanted to, but he had a bunch of white shirts coming at him.
So now a 3rd and 6, and this is certainly 2-down territory.
Yeah.
And so Tarangan gets the snap. He's got time. Now he's going to throw, and it was knocked away out of his hand, and it's going to fall incomplete. Somebody needs to pick that ball up just in case it was deemed a fumble. And now there's a flag late in the back at the 5-yard line.
Maybe that's a personal foul. Maybe a little.
There was a little pushing and shoving, I think, towards the end of that play.
And I think number 20.
DVC.
Paul Alma.
They're pointing at Chabot's way, and this would hurt, and it is.
Oh.
I think it's on Burrell after the play. So now this 4th down becomes 4th and a mile instead of 4th and 6.
See, I think number 20, Alma, there you see it there. He hit the ball. Ball goes up, and you look at the top of your screen, maybe you'll see the pushing and the
right
shoving.
here. It's on number 84.
Oh, man.
So
just keep making those mistakes. And
that was on
costing your team.
Dontrell Robinson. And now we have a whistle, but I think the official was just not in his right position. So
yeah, it just goes back to what we were saying earlier. Keep saying the same thing in regards to don't hurt yourself.
Now they're
going
to punt this thing away.
Can't keep hurting yourself with the penalties, guys.
So they're going to punt this away after it now being 4th and 21. And there's the snap. This is going to try to be pinched deep, and actually Chin's going to catch it inside the 10. Can't break a tackle, and he's down at the 8-yard line.
Ooh.
So very actually, it wasn't Chin back there for the first time tonight. It was actually Jabril White, the defensive back, who was back there, and that's a pretty interesting play to actually catch that, to even think that maybe you give up a fumble or something.
And I'm not sure who made that. I think it was number 32, Malachi Salazar Alexander out of Moreau here in Hayward. Second time we call his name on special teams there.
So 10.
Yeah, he caught that ball. You thought maybe it'd go in the end zone, but he decided to make that play. So now they're going to come out, and who do we got? We got Cook still in the quarterback.
Yep, Cook in at quarterback, 10-11 to go, fourth quarter. 33-10 lead. They're going to start at their own 8. There's a snap. It's going to be a run, and it's just going to be a gain of 2 on the play. And that run is, again, that's just his second rush of the night, and that is Joseph Minor.
Joseph Minor got a block from number 63, you'll see, coming out there. Along with 56 getting downfield. William Brooks.
So Cook, they're winding this play clock down as it's down to 11. There's a flag on the play, and it's going to be caught.
Not sure if...
and it's ripped down, but that was caught by Blake Hoban, but it's going to be a legal formation, so we'll wipe that play off.
I thought they were trying to blow it dead even before the ball got snapped, so penalty. So that's going to be a second down again, right? Let's see what happened there.
Yeah, they're just
I thought they were just going to blow that play. Yeah.
So now after the half the distance to the goal penalty, it will be 2nd and about 14 as the ball is on the 5-yard line.
You know, they're getting the ball once again out to the receivers or backs out in the flats there. You had Mache out there along with 45 for Chabot. Tugi Lutau.
So spread formation. 4 down linemen. There's going to be the snap. It's going to be a run right up the middle in a big hole. And breaking tackles up across the 15-yard line is Cribb, and it'll be 3rd and 2 after the big play.
I think DeMarcus Smith was involved in that tackle, but they just opened up that hole, got through there. Not much you could say there as far as just attitude right there, getting through the hole, running hard.
And so there was a flag, but it went for a sideline warning on DVC. So 3rd and 2.
So it looks like Coach Fanini is going to... No blitz here.
Cook gets a snap. He's going to give, and it's a cut inside and outside, and there he goes. 40, pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A nice move by Eric Hunter, and he finishes the run with a bang to pick up the first down.
You know, I know the defense is tired right now because they've been out there for quite a while, but Hunter looks like he's just running at different speed than everybody else. You'll see here, he just starts to run away from the black jerseys. Like, look at that. It's gone like, whoop. That guy could fly. And Hunter goes out. Speaking of him, so now Cribb comes in at running back.
So Cribb, and then fresh. In comes Isaiah Newton, the quarterback out of Napa, 6'2 freshman. And he's going to fake the toss, and now he's going to run. And does he have a lane? Yes, he does.
Yeah.
And he's brought down at the 42-yard line of Chabot. He's across midfield.
Yeah, and he had his personal protector out there. I think that was number 58, Vicente Hughes.
And there's a flag on the field and a Chabot player down.
Yeah, you'll see 58 pulling out. There goes around the tackle. And I believe that was Wanga, number 5.
So he is down on the field, and the call was a holding call on DVC. So we'll be right back after these messages.
Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. We want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho care for life.
And welcome back out of the timeout as the injured Gladiator walked off the field under his own power. And it was a holding call, so that brings the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll stay just 1st and 10.
We're in an empty formation. You got the diamond formation here at the bottom of your screen. No running back, so empty backfield. And he's going to keep it.
So there's a snap, and he's going to keep it. And breaking tackle's a nice spin move, and he's going to be, I think, just a little short of the first down, as it's looking maybe a little bit more and more like we may just be seeing Newton.
Yeah,
we may just be seeing Newton the rest of the way here.
Yeah, Newton he's come in and he's strictly ran the ball. And in that type of formation, it's once again to equate the numbers here. You have less people in the box than and you have the numbers in your favor, so the quarterback's going to keep the ball and run, keep the ball in bounds, keep the clock running with 6:54 left and a 23-point lead.
So there's a snap, and this time it's a give up the middle, and just to get the first down, it's again a 6 on the play, and that again is Joseph Minor. So he gets another carry and a first down.
Yes, we've got Cribb and Garderi coming back in. Not sure if they'll leave the quarterback in as well. You see just straight handoff there. As we mentioned, just trying to keep the ball on the ground, 99. Porter in on that tackle.
So 6:25 to go. And this drive is just killing clock right now as DVC has full control of this ball game. And there's a snap and the give. It's Cribb. He breaks a tackle and breaks another, and there goes Gavin Cribb.
Oh.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he had 78. Lotta downfield. You'll see in the replay.
24-yard line, excuse me.
Got his lineman out front. They're getting downfield. You'll see here 58, 56 pulling. And you just see them. They just keep playing. They're playing hard up front. I mean, this is the lineman's this is happy hour for those guys. You know, you got to lead, and you know you're going to run the ball, and you can just get a run block and go after guys. If you're an offensive lineman, this is great for you right
And
here.
having Newton in the game, you saw the defensive end, Freddie Molea, and he just was frozen there on that zone read because you have to respect that Newton could take it to the house. And, again, Chabot takes a defensive timeout. So we'll just have a quick break with 5:31 to go, 33-10. DVC leads. And welcome back out of the timeout as DVC will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 24. Newton gets a snap, and he's going to give it this time. And they're just, the offensive linemen are just pushing him ahead. What an absolute individual effort by Hunter to keep his feet, but the entire offensive line pushes forward. And so the gain of 1 turns into a gain of 5.
Yeah, I talked about that being happy hour for the offensive lineman. So you're pulling your left guard and your left tackle, and those big guys are just pushing. But you know what? The smallest guy on the field there is like the biggest guy giving that effort, and that's the running back, Hunter. So you got Lara, Make, Seeley, Brooks, Hughes up front have been solid all night for DVC offensive line.
So Newton with a man in motion. He gives right up the middle. Good cutback run. And it's Minor will pick up the first down. It's a gain of 7.
Still got those black jerseys around the ball, tackling very well. You know, there's no let up in the effort of Chabot. That you'll see the Warriors here, the Gladiators, excuse me. Number 8, Sepoy, making that tackle. You know, Coach Fernandez's teams always play hard, man. That's something you got to respect. Always play hard.
So it was number 8, Sepoy, actually came out of the game looking like he's holding his wrist down at the sideline, so he's out of the game on this one. And now Newton's another zone read, but this one's blown up in the backfield, and it should be stuffed and will be stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. Minor had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of 3.
Yeah, we're talking about how we got a lot of black jerseys around the ball. And there's a great example. 45, Tula Kitao, locally here out of Hayward. You'll see him.
Great push by the defensive line on that play.
Sorry about that. He's out of Fremont in Sunnyvale. Sorry about that, 45.
So Newton in the backfield again. He's got Minor with him. He's Hunter with him. There's a snap, and they're going to let him throw. The left-handed throw, and it's almost intercepted. So that was the first time we've seen him throw, and he's left-handed. Who knew? And that was almost intercepted.
Yeah, that 3/4 type motion. You'll see him kind of slang it from the side. Looked like there it was. Yeah, we didn't know that. Threw the ball towards 2 defenders.
Yeah, he almost threw it right in the lap of Grace there.
I'm glad he didn't throw it to Washington down here at the bottom of the screen. It was, once again, like kind of a size advantage.
So now it brings up a 3rd and 14 as Williams takes a snap. Or Newton, excuse me. He's going to throw. It's going to be a fade to the back of the end zone. Nobody's there, and it's intercepted.
All right.
And it's picked off by Akai Grace. He's had a couple of opportunities. This one he brings down, and that's the first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, Grace, we talked about him in the first half. He had a solid first half. And here, in essence, he becomes a receiver. A little bit of mix-up with DVC's the routes of whatever route that was going to be ran, and Grace just goes back there. Now, remember, I think he dropped one earlier.
Yes.
So that one, he was like, I'm not going to drop this one, man. I get another chance at this. I'm not going to screw this up, and great job by him. So now gives his team the ball back and with an opportunity to get a good drive going here.
Something to build off of here late in a game like this. That's a little lopsided. You can get your offense to get going.
Yeah.
And a good stop by the defense.
And I think Crumb's back in. No, that is Tarangan.
So Tarangan gets the snap, and he just gives it right away to Sanchez, and he's swallowed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 3. So a little sense of urgency, but not total. They won't use any timeouts with 2:50 to go.
Yeah, you'll see the guys there. Hat-on-hat attempt there to get the ball in the playmaker's hand and to get a push up front.
So Tarangan in the gun. He's going to get the snap. It's going to be a quick out route throw to Crum. He makes the catch, tries to fight forward for a couple of extra yards, which he does. He stays in bounds, so the clock continues to run, and it'll bring up a 3rd and a long 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, Tarangan has a trips to his right and decides to go down here to the single receiver side to Crum running an out route. And there's good timing. Tarangan throws those outs extremely well. He's got a lot of arm strength.
So Tarangan on 3rd and short. There's a snap. It's going to be a delayed give, and he's got a lane trying to break the tackle but couldn't. That's Sanchez again, but he can't get the first down. It'll be 4th and 1, and they're definitely going to go for this.
14, Jaden Price took him down. Man, Sanchez had a lot of green in front of him. You'll see here, got one guy to beat there, and man,
So
that
there's
time
the
14
snap, the
Price
give, and
gets him.
Sanchez busts it up the middle for a first down.
As I'm speaking to about Sanchez, he takes off, gets a first down, and this time he got the best of 14. 14 tackled him again, but he got the first down on that attempt.
There's the snap. Tarangan steps up in the pocket, man coming behind him, and I don't know how he hung on to that football, but he did, and there's a flag on the play.
Excellent play by Nico Bowler. I'm not sure what's going to happen on the penalty, but Tarangan had time to throw, and then he decided to step up, and Bowler ran past him.
And so it's going to be a face mask on the defense, so it's an automatic 15 and a first down.
You see Bowler runs past him and decides to get back involved back in the play. You know, there's only so far as a pass rusher that you should go. You know, there's certain depth that you need to realize, hey, I've gone too far, and now the quarterback is going to step up in the pocket. Bowler realized that, spun around, but he did get the penalty, but he didn't quit on the play.
And now with a minute to go, Tarangan's going to throw to the outside. It's going to be caught, and putting his shoulder down, trying to get the first down, stood up, and then pushed out of bounds.
That's
is
Orozco.
The running back Orozco.
Yeah, double deuce
And the
there.
clock does stop.
Yeah,
And now they're going to run it. And so while we have a little bit of time here, we're going to give you a quick out-of-town scoreboard of the basics. Earlier today, it was San Mateo beating Laney at San Mateo 20-8. As Tarangan takes the snap, he's going to throw. It's going to be caught by Crum. He breaks a tackle. He breaks another tackle. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Gladiators. Jeremiah Crum takes the slant to the house with 28 seconds to go. A late Chabot touchdown.
Hey, we said that there's no letdown here by this Chabot team. Coach Fernandez and his crew, their guys play hard, and they're showing that right now. About 4 plays earlier, we talked about how Tarangan went to the single receiver side to Crum, and Crum just made that play right there. You'll see him, a lot of effort by him right here. Look, he catches the ball, and then look, he doesn't go down there. He runs through another tackle, another one there. A lot of determination. Touchdown, Chabot.
So Vargas on kick the extra point. It's up, and it is good. So now we definitely have time for our quick basics out-of-town scoreboard. It was Laney at San Mateo, and San Mateo wins that game 20-8. So there could be a little shuffle in the deck in the top 20. And then over in San Joaquin Delta, it was San Francisco City College winning that one convincingly 44-17.
Wow.
And so next week, San Joaquin Delta is coming in here. So could that be a possible first conference win for the Chabot team?
Yeah, it's very possible, especially on a play like that. Like Crum just scored his 4th touchdown of the season, and with that effort, along with his teammates, look at this effort. I know this is like you would say a simple 5-yard pass route. No, but look at that effort, man. He just keeps fighting, and just determination. He's got 15. His teammate running down there with him, didn't have to throw the block, but Connor was there to run interference. We'll say, just these guys play hard, and it's fun to watch. Regardless of the score or the time right now, it's great to see the effort that Chabot always gives them, play in and play out.
So I think Chabot has the hands team out, but they're just going to try and pooch it, and this is actually going to be returned by the running back, Hunter, who just steps out of bounds wisely. And with 20 seconds to go, they'll probably take a knee and get out of here. So as we look ahead, as this game winds down, we have San Joaquin Delta coming in next week, then at San Mateo, at San Francisco, before we finish up with a big rivalry game against Laney here And Chabot played a very strong first half in this ball game, and that's something that they should really try and build on as they move forward in this really, really tough conference.
Yeah, going back to the extremely tough conference, the Bay 6, and they played the number 14th team in the state to a tough first half. Second half, you know what, some of the things that need to be eliminated, which is just the little mistakes that you make and causing penalties, which it just hurts your team. You know, so you're playing a team that on paper is going to basically give you a difficult time, and you don't help yourself by making some of the mistakes. But you're right, they could build off that first half because that first half was really solid offensively, defensively, and with special teams.
So Newton will take the knee, which will bring us to the end of this ball game. And then Chabot in this second half, they went the missed field goal, and then they went 3 straight punts and a touchdown. And then the Vikings, they went punt and then 3 straight touchdown drives, and then that one end zone interception at the end of the half. So now officially it being final 33-17, DVC beats Chabot. So some things to build on. It seems like a couple of little mistakes that can be corrected is something that they can fix to move forward in the ball game, or in the season, excuse me.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree with you there. You know, like I said, just the mistakes, because they're a good football team. Chabot has a really solid football team here, good coaches, good athletes, and some of the things that they could be eliminated, some of the blocks, we had some blocks in the back, which
penalties were brutal.
Yeah, offsides, false starts. This is not week one. We said that several times. So those types of things could be cleaned up. You know, those are things that not so much coachable. It's just something as a college football player I need to know that I can't do. You know.
So Diablo Valley moves to 4-2, and Chabot falls to 1-5 in a 5-game losing streak. Please tune into our next exciting broadcast of Chabot Gladiator football next week as they take on San Joaquin Delta. Kickoff at 5 p.m. right here on NorCal Sports TV. We'd like to thank everybody for tuning into our broadcast tonight, and if it wasn't for you guys, we all wouldn't be here. So thank you for tuning in each and every week for Chabot Gladiator football and all the other sports teams we have on NorCal Sports TV. So for Carlos Franco, we'd like to thank everybody in the NorCal Sports TV family, cameraman, producer Jason, and everybody back at home. I'm Dominic Ariel, reminding you of tonight's final score, 33-17. Diablo Valley takes the win over Chabot, and we'll see you next week as we say so long from Chabot College.